Good morning. Um, Good afternoon. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SKTV. Um, let's share the show as you join us, and let's invite others, please. Let's invite others. Let's share the show, please. We have a lot of things to talk about. Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah will be joining us. But in the meantime, let's share the show. Let's share the show. Tell where you're joining us from. Let us know where you're watching us from, where you're following us from. Let's share the show, please. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Let's share the show, please. Let's share the show. Hello to everyone. Those of you following us from far and near. Hello. Hello. Let's share the show, please. Good afternoon. Monk will join us in a bit, Sekou and Melbourne. But in the meantime, let's share the show, please. And let's invite others. Like it says here, we'll be having a conversation with Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah at some point. But in the meantime, let's share the show, please. All we can say in Liberian English, my people, let's share the show. Let's share the show. Please. Let's share the show. Hello to all of you. Today we have a lot to cover from around the world and from Liberia specifically. Plenty things to cover. Plenty things to cover. But let's share the show, please. Let's share the show, please. Plenty things to talk. Beaucoup talking today. Antoinette Gallo, Minnesota. Isaac Harris, Minnesota. A lot of people from Minnesota will tap today. Ophelia Johnson is from Maryland. Lucretia is from Canelapolis, I think North Carolina. Nyam Bayboy is from New Jersey. Well, if you not tell where you follow us from, we will not call your name. I mean, you're not ready yet. Tassie Davis is from Houston, Texas. Okay. Once we get the location, we'll mention your name. We'll not get a location, we'll not mention your name. Is that Melvi Kia? It's from Iowa. Joseph Conto is from Maryland. Mo, what's up? David Lawrence Sumo is from Pennsylvania. Elizabeth Barron is from Maryland. Maryland, North Carolina, and Minnesota in the league today.
Minnesota top every state, man.
No.
In every capacity, Minnesota number one. Also of Liberia. Nowhere, no state, nothing can compare.
No, you got
whether it's income, whether it's job, opportunity, like you can compare nothing to Minnesota.
Man, you got a couple of players from Philadelphia to tapping.
Wow.
Like you from Minnesota. You from Philadelphia. Zoyo Glad Azongo is from EU. Teola Gibson from, I think she's from Pennsylvania or Minnesota or New Jersey. I don't know. Makula's son is from Philadelphia. I see Philadelphia coming in the lead too. Jai Eddie is from Bon County. Jackson is from Pawhuket, Rhode Island. Dorothy is from, I don't know where it's Congoville. We have no clue what Congoville means. Please put this at your state, please. Rebecca Kisu is from North Carolina. See, North Carolina is in the lead, my man. Watching
I don't know about that.
Yeah, North Carolina is in the lead, bro. Timothy is from Minnesota.
I can't get on camera. I ain't gonna be on camera.
Flavor Love Smith is from Pennsylvania. You want Minnesota to win, you left problem. Yvonne is from North Carolina. Okay, Teola Gibson, then I mean you from Virginia. Who's it now? Well, let's share the show, folks.
Yeah, let's share the show. Let's get this thing. Let's get the party started. Rock and roll.
Let's share the show. I don't know who's from Delaware. Maurice Duclair from Minnesota. Somebody said no sound on your phone. Check your phone.
Yeah, check your settings. Restart.
Yeah, it's from Gunta. Asada Dawson is from Minnesota. I said they won't win anything, yo. Prince Ma, I thought they said from New Jersey. Anyway, I think we got Lawrence here. Hey, Lawrence, how are you? Lawrence, can you hear us?
I'm okay. And you?
Doing very well.
I'm hearing you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. We're
okay.
I believe we are on the radio.
Okay.
Is that FM? I'm seeing your back.
Yeah.
Where you're.
Yeah, you are live on radio format from Bon County.
Radio format from Bon County.
Yeah, so Chief, that's
the
radio station that I was telling you guys about in Bon County. We are on that radio. It covers about 6 counties, and we also willing to connect with Truth FM. So today will be the very first time for us to be on the radio format 99.3.
Wow.
Okay. So
when we started the show, we're almost 700 and some 100 because of Yekeh.
Yeah, because you guys hear Yekeh coming.
Yeah, Yekeh coming with fire, right?
But Yekeh already started today.
Yeah, but welcome, Lawrence. How are the people in Bon County? How are people there? Lawrence, can you hear me?
Let me check on Melbourne real quick. Sure.
I don't know what's going on with Lawrence. Lawrence, can you hear me? Monk, before we I know we're with Yekeh here. Interesting things been happening around the world. Globally, there have been a lot of interesting things. For example, Benjamin Netanyahu was here. He spoke to the Senate. From a political standpoint, for those of you who don't know Benjamin Netanyahu, he's the prime minister, or I don't know, the president or whoever it is, someone in charge of the state of Israel as we speak. Well, what say you, my man? Benjamin Netanyahu hit the city to lobby. What say you? And as we speak currently, we could have a government shutdown. I think there is the amount of 1.2 trillion or whatever it is that they're working on for government expenditure. What say you?
For me, I don't pay attention to this so-called government shutdown. Every time there is a delay in passing the budget in America, it only tells you that they're trying to push all their all their earmarks and pork barrel spending using this bill at the end of the day, no matter what they are going to pass it. So I don't pay attention to that. It's just the kind of stuff they're going to put into the budget so they can get it to go. And for Netanyahu, I think Netanyahu would no longer pay attention to Chuck Schumer and the Joe Biden administration because you understand the game. He only came here to lobby his people, and he's not going to slow down on our war because he said the ultimate defeat of Hamas is his target. So no matter what Joe Biden says, matter of fact, ain't nobody got time for Joe Biden anyway. The Saudi prince hung up phone on him, so they believe that when it comes to foreign policy, he's kind of a weak, so nobody pay attention to Joe Biden. So Netanyahu only came here to gather support and to be back to continue his assault on Hamas. That's it.
Okay. Well, all of them with like you said, it's the political games, the maneuvers, the shenanigans, and all of that being played.
So I don't know, Monk, whether you guys follow the open letter from.
Oh, I was on top of it saying yesterday.
Yeah. So do you have it available?
I got it right in front of me.
Can you read it?
You want me?
Or you want us to go on the radio?
That will be on the radio.
I want to read your name before we start the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think radio format is back. We are still, today the text, broadcast from their end. So hopefully we'll make some adjustment in terms of the internet and stuff. So Yekeh Y Kolubah is going to be here. Mabel already also text me, just sent tested me that he's going to be on very soon. So let's share the show. Let's start sharing that. Let's continue to share the show, because I really want to talk about that letter. That open letter.
That letter was a warning shot. That letter is powerful, very deep. If you can read code, you will know what that letter is all about.
Yeah.
The people who try to play games, I hope they are watching over their shoulder. It's not your ordinary letter.
Yeah, that letter is too strong. It's too strong. But I'm going to. I think we should start the conversation. Let me just maybe take this time to recognize a few people. This is already day, but some people just join us. Who else? I don't know. I will start somewhere. I will start from Mazu. I'll start with Emmanuel Bro. Emmanuel Bro, welcome. Mazu Kroma, William K. McDavis, Priest Ma, Zoe Wesley, and then Sana Koung, Mona Pega, Mohammed Askori One, and Tavis Bashu, and Felicia Free Wallow, Gobla Zoe, Regional Wilson, Asta Tamela, Eric McGill, Yvette Sippers, and I think Mabel is here. Hopefully Mabel is ready to join. Mabel, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm getting you. I don't know whether you are getting me loud and clear. I don't know if I had a single.
We are getting you very, very loud and clear.
Okay, that's just for my nerves, and sorry for the little time, because we had another program that was a little bit delayed.
I know. I partially listened to that other program. That got too powerful.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, very, very powerful. In fact, that was saying right. How with the program Deep Hour is one of Liberia's most if I listen to program, because it talk without maybe someone would say, oh, without being biased, or he have no size. So indeed, just like SKTV.
Yeah, somebody is asking whether we. Oh, Mong today. Mong, I know the reason why Mong is. The reason why Mong is showing.
No, Mong I prefer. Mong, I will not take that.
Mong know today. Mong, you are muted. I know. Mong know today.
Once the doctors then get back in the room, I'm going to be me. I'm going to get off the camera. So somebody
Mong. the way Yekeh Kolubah coming on today, and you have a
Yeah.
lot of people on here today, and you know today that Friday, and you know when it's Friday, you know what I mean. So now I'm more trying to
Today
show
is Friday.
you.
Y'all know my offering basket will be coming around with 3 separate announcements. So I'm trying to show face because I know most of the women be like, okay, we're not going to donate. I think the first person I laid out was Steve.
Yeah.
So the showing my face is also part of the fundraising effort on a Friday. You know our offering
Indeed. Correct. So you know already, Mom, I like that. So we'll not forget about our usual Friday. So thank God that Monk is showing his face. So all of you that who follow us via the radio, just go straight on Facebook and search for SKTV LRB, and you're going to see all of us there live. Indeed, and you see Prisoner Monk and Steve or Mose or Sekou Kane, all of the tough talking people that you've been listening to. Steve, what's up? Steve.
What up?
Combative.
So,
Steve.
yeah, so Monk, while we await Honorable Yekeh Kolubah, I want you to read for us the letter that we saw yesterday, the open letter written by the United States Ambassador at Large for war crime, and other international crime. I researched that woman yesterday, Monk and Steve. It will interest you that lady is powerful. I listened to her giving representing the United States, giving briefing on Russia. So to see that person writing Liberia in a kind of frustrating manner,
Oh, yes,
and asking the Liberian people to do something, to say something, and to assure the Liberian people, telling you, say, nothing will happen to you. She said in that letter that we are waiting. We are looking to see all the critical voices, whether they will be intimidated or anybody will try anything on them. I mean, that letter is too powerful, man. But now we are on the radio. I want us to read it so we can begin the conversation while we wait for Honorable Kolubah.
All right. I would be referencing the one pulled in Front Page Africa because they were in detail. I would like to give them credit to all the media outlets like bro, but when they come and watch SKTV and they're ready to quote or cite SKTV, I mean, usually when they're ready to make their case, they don't give a credit for that. I don't know. Maybe they're afraid that more people must start paying attention to SKTV because most of the ideas will come over here. We'll either see a political leader. Simon Freeman was the latest one that came over our talking point. So, but I don't know. They don't give us credit, but we will keep giving them credit. We are professionals there, so we'll do things in a professional manner. So let me go to the article itself and start the whole process. It says, pushing Liberia to demand justice. It's a Morovia Liberia. The United States Ambassador at Large for Global Criminal Justice, Bedford Sarge, has admonished Liberia to stand up and demand establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court. Sarge offered responsible for advocating effort around justice and accountability wherever atrocities have happened. The Liberian Civil War stands as one of Africa's most devastating conflicts, spanning from 1989 to 1996. It resulted in the tragic loss of 200,000 Liberian lives and forced to staggering to 1 million individuals into refugee camps in neighboring nations. Tragically, the conflict also saw the exploitation of child soldier photo companions him on tour. But there has been no justice for the victim of the war, on Liberian soil, and some perpetrator of the atrocity committed a war hold prominent position in government, cautioning Liberians. In her cautions to Liberians, Ambassador Sarge said the creation of War Crimes Code will mark a significant historic step to end the culture of impunity in Liberia. She added that in the absence of justice and accountability, the rule of law will be undermined, that corruption will take prominence. She said, whenever there is no accountability for the worst crime known to mankind, it undermines the rule of law and contribute to corruption and lawlessness. In so many ways, there can be no true or lasting peace without justice, she argued. Shark noted that the creation of the code will also show Liberia's unpreparedness to revert to the days that left bitter memories for families of victims that are still
just a second.
Yes.
So you are quoting from a different source. I'm talking about the letter itself.
Oh, the letter itself? Oh no, all right. Maybe you can forward it to me. I will just
I have that. Let me forward it to you right
send
away.
it to me and then I can take it.
Yeah, because myself a little bit confused.
Because that one a little bit people a little bit confused. They're getting confused about that. So let me send it to you right away. It's actually let me do this.
Yeah, you're right. I was reading from the article, but I think you guys got the official letter. Yeah, just put it in my inbox and then I can just screenshot it and read it.
I'm sending it to you right now. Where is Brazilian monk? Wait, how come I can't see Brazilian monk?
Check. Let's show.
Yeah. I want to share with Brazilian monk. Okay. So what happened? What gave them? They actually captured the whole letter and pasted it. You know. Monk, you get it? Yeah. So.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
All right.
Exactly.
It's an open letter to Liberia from U.S. Ambassador Alash Bedford-Sarge by U.S. mission. She said in early March and concluded my second visit to Liberia. It was a visit filled with hope and aspiration. Like so many Liberians, I along with the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia, my colleagues here in Washington and all within the international community were very pleased to see President Joseph Boakai announcement in his inaugural address that he will begin the process of creating war and economic crimes court in Liberia. Liberia have waited for too long to see justice for this horrific abuse they suffer in the country's or two civil war, despite recommendation from the Truth and Reconciliation Committees. I applaud President Boakai for making justice such a priority in the early days of administration. It was also thrilling to see a resolution in support of the War and Economic Crimes Code pass with strong support in the House. Congratulations to the Speaker and others representatives for taking steps to implement a very important and welcoming recommendation of the 2009 Truth and Reconciliation Committee. Now, over to the Senate. As the ambassador alive for global justice, I see on a daily basis around the world how entrenched impunity and atrocity harm not only the direct victim of those crimes, but also society and the very fabric of the nation. When there's no accountability for the worst crime known to mankind, it undermines the rule of law and contributes to corruption and lawlessness. In so many ways, there can be no true and lasting peace without justice. When I spoke on OKFM during my visit, I was asked if I would be disappointed if Liberia did not build a War and Economic Crimes Code before my next visit. Of course, I would like to see War and Economic Crimes Code in Liberia, but it's not my opinion that matters. The imagined code emerged from the recommendation of the TRC with the goal of bringing real justice for Liberians. This is your code and your history. This is why I encourage everyone reading this to let your voices be heard on this issue. Speak up in your communities, write, call, or reach out to your representatives and local leaders and tell them how they feel. If you want to see justice, let your leadership know how impunity affects you, your family, and your community. The bright future of Liberia is in your hands. Your voices must be heard. The United States stands with you and is ready to support you in this endeavor. The United States will also be watching closely to make sure that those advocating for justice do not face threat to their safety and that all Liberians can step forward and speak about their effort without fear or intimidation or retribution. Victims and witnesses will play a crucial role or central role in the work of the court or the future court, and they must also be able to do so freely and safely. I'm so excited to be a partner in this journey. I had a wonderful visit to Liberia, and I cannot wait for the next one when I hope I will be able to help you welcome and establish the War and Economic Crimes Code in Liberia. Until next time, that was it from Betty.
Steve, did you read it, or did you? I mean, have you read that thing before coming on here, or just hearing it?
I think OKFM summarized. There was another portion of that particular letter that she says something like they are closely monitoring those that believe that they can resort to any kind of instability in the code, something like that. I think she made mention. I saw it, but on another platform.
Yeah. So what happened? They capture up these major portions, but Liberians listening to us tonight or this evening in Liberia and around the world, this letter that we are reading right now, coming from Our Lady who is representing the United States when it comes to war crimes, crime committed against humanity around the world. I have other video of this lady speaking about, Russia and crimes committed by Russia. And towards the last 3 paragraphs of this document, for them to say that Liberians, you should speak out, speak up in your community, write, call, and reach out to your leaders, your representatives, your senators, the president. And she's saying that America stand with you, the United States will, that they will also be closely monitoring to make sure that you that is advocating out there, you that speaking up, you that calling for war economic crimes code. She's even telling you to revolt, to call your senator, tell them what to do. That they are also waiting and standing by to protect you, that nothing will happen to you, that nobody should intimidate you, harass you, or do anything to you that will affect you or affect your family. Isn't this interesting? Steve, are you there?
Yes, I'm right here.
Are you still reading?
No, I'm right here. I'm listening. I'm listening to what you're saying.
Did you read it?
Yes, I've read what it was written by Ambassador Beth. I think it's like Monk said. I think it's very interesting, but I think from my understanding of it, it's not only to empower the Liberian people to stand up or to speak up, to reassure them, but I think the most important part here for me is it is a warning to Joseph Yuma Boakai and other people around him that the Americans will not give up or will not go slow like the way they went slow with President George Weah. That they are aware of the games that's been played, the delayed tactics. They're not going to go slow. They are invested and they are vested in this, and they're ready to see the end of this. That's why, normally they will do press conference and things like that, but when you see diplomatic people start writing to leave themselves on record, that means it's gone beyond the regular conversations. It's gone beyond the back door conversations, the talking in the back. They want to leave themselves on record because the next thing is they will get into action mode. And so I think this is welcoming for the Liberian people, but this is very troubling for Joseph Yuma Boakai and his cronies. I really think so. This is meant to put them on public notice.
So you think this Boakai government will play deaf ear to this, or play careless attitude, or don't care attitude to watch this, or do you think they will take it seriously?
Well, I think, to be very honest with you, it's not a win-win situation for Joseph Yuma Boakai, as many people might think. It's not. So when I say it's not a win-win situation for him, that means if Joseph Yuma Boakai and his people play deaf ear to this, it will be very, very troubling and detrimental for him and his administration. On the contrary, it could be a win-win situation for them. Should they go on with the original plan and original intent? Because mind you, the American people never forced it down anybody through it. We had Dr. Allen White here in the conversation, and Dr. Allen White was very clear, and even on record on the video. That's why he went up to asking, why did you call me here? It was not the American people that rushed to initiate it with Joseph Boakai. Let's get this clear. Let me say to the Liberian people, that not the American people forcing the whole war economic crime on the Liberian people, that Joseph Boakai called the people. That Joseph Boakai invited Allen White for them to go with the war and economic crimes code thing. Nobody go call Joseph Yuma Boakai for it. No. I said call them. So my only recommendation to them would be, I think this thing is like you're going to put your foot in your mouth, and it's going to choke them if they don't adhere to the deal. They had a deal, the deal is on the table, and they need to do with it.
Yep. I think you muted Sekou.
Yeah, I was asking you, Manga, do you have a say?
Well, Sekou, when someone write, it's different from when you're reading. When someone write, they read with an intent. In every profession, people got a style like the right way. She from the diplomatic circle. So when they send you a message, you can't just take it as face value. You got to understand the code they're trying to send. When you listen to that, when you read that letter, she tell when Yekeh came here, I told Yekeh, I said, Yekeh, if there will be any, if the war crimes code is going to store, it will come from the upper hall. But Yekeh said he didn't want to make the bold prediction on this platform that it was going to pass. I say, from my understanding, I believe you guys will get some kind of a resistance from the upper house. But he assured the Liberian people that it will still pass at the end of the day. I'm like, okay, that would be a very good thing. But if you read that lady's letter, she literally sending a warning shot to Joseph Boakai. That's what she said when the Liberian people say when I come back from a second visit. That's reversing psychological engineering right there. She telling him that it's the Liberian people legacy that is on the line. She trying to say that the American government is standing with you, will support it in so many ways. That's why she admonishing people to call their respective lawmaker, to call them and tell them. She telling Joseph Boakai, I'm telling the Liberian people to call their elected official. I'm going to congratulate the lower house, but I'm sending a warning to the people in the upper house that when I come back here, that's why she said that portion of the letter, Sekou, on my return. So she's sending the letter to the chief executive because Dr. White made it very explicit on the platform that they were awaiting some, how to call it, executive order from the president. But she's sending a shot also to the Senate because that's where it looked most likely that we get some kind of a resistance. And she's telling them that the Liberian people will be calling you pretty soon. We are admonishing them to call you. We already behind them, we give them our full support. We can push that thing. We got the power to. I mean, we control the entire globe. We are the number one superpower in the world, but we want to make this thing we want to put the Liberian people in front. We want, in as much as we give them support, we also need their support in the agreement on this establishment of war crimes code. So I'm telling them again to make that phone call, but equally so we are watching all the troublemakers and we are sending a warning shot to the president as well that you cannot play game with us on the war crimes code. Because it was one of the reasons Joseph Boakai was elected. George, we have played this game before, and I don't think they will allow this one to slide on their watch again with a Joseph Boakai government. It came from Madam Sally. I think we are the last buster. That is why they are heavily vested in it, whether it's financial resources or moral support from the U.S. government and Congress. Look, Sekou, one of the last time you saw Congress when it comes to the war crime going to be actively engaged as compared to this term. So I don't think they will let it slide on the Boakai government. This is the last buster. That's what she meant.
Okay. So those of you just joining all this is SKTV. Today we would like to inform you that we are now doing a test broadcast on radio format 99.3 in Beaumont. And the internet is not stay good. We still, make that part of the country, they stay struggle when it comes to the internet. We're going to be there from time to time, and they will also be taking calls from there, so we can be hearing from people too on that side. We cover about 6 different countries,
That's
and
very cool.
including Bapolu, Bomi, Cape Ma, Bon County. So they will be getting calls from there. The good thing is, Truth FM, we're almost everywhere already. So if we can have that addition, that can only expand, our reach. And we will be working with them to make sure we improve that as well. But Liberian people watching and listening, today we watch Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah press conference. It was very disturbing. Yekeh Y Kolubah informed the Liberian people that The president is involved in another bribery, another act of bribery through the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. Yekeh Y Kolubah will come here. We will ask him. He will give more detail. I think he went to meet with the Speaker of the House. That's why he's been delaying to be here. We spoke earlier, even before that press conference. And now, Yekeh Y Kolubah informed the Liberian people that the reason why he called them was to present to them a voucher that was given to him worth of 4,500 United States dollars. He did not only show it to the Liberian people, but he went with the camera to go to authenticate the voucher with the Lebanese men in the store. He said the people gave him the money and they shared the money. Imagine $4,500 times the number of representatives.
103 in both chambers.
No, you need to give it to everybody.
Okay.
You know what they did? They gave it to people that were in the camp of Richard Koung.
Richard Koung, yeah.
So Joseph Boakai is still trying to get rid of
Fanatic Kofa,
according to Yekeh Y Kolubah. And if Joseph Boakai stays fighting to get rid of Fanatic Kofa, is it because they're trying to fight the CDC, the past government, or Joseph Boakai is afraid of the possibility of he being declared, incapable or incapacitated? Or is it because of the fear, the kind of speed the House of Representatives, passed the whole economic crimes could wait? Now, all eyes on Joseph Boakai now in the Senate to play their part. Could that be the reason? What do you think is the reason, could be the reason why Joseph Boakai wants to see Fanatic Kofa go? Steve, what do you think is the reason?
Well, I want to take it from different approaches. I mean, I'm viewing it from a different lens. The first lens I'm viewing it from, one of Joseph Boakai's supporters who helped them bring the rescue train has accused the Minister of State of pushing Joseph Boakai. And in fact, he has called Minister Grisby a communist man, the other one. Could this be because from the signature on there, we can't authenticate or deny it because we don't have Grisby's signatures from other paperwork. But if all factors stay constant, taking the words of Yekeh, that this is Minister Grisby's signature, could it be Minister Grisby being set up publicly to be let go? This could be a strategic move because then he will be on record. And Joseph Boakai could distance himself from him. Or Joseph Boakai could use it as a probable cause to get rid of him. This could be deeper than we think or than we see. However, Yekeh being an insider, getting the information, knowing what's going on, and Yekeh is not known to be a liar. Let's be very clear about that part. Yekeh is not known to be a liar when he gives information concerning the government. Could this be that the eyes of Joseph Boakai is still on, or the Unity Party is still on the speakership to be in control of both branches of government, the legislature and the executive, because they are in control of the Senate. They only need a speakership to be in full control of the legislature. But here is something that is interesting. could this move of trying to be in control of both government be a long shot to prevent Jeremiah Koung from becoming president? This is deeper than we think, than we see. I am not seeing this from a Fanatic Kofa standpoint. No. I'm not seeing.
I want you to elaborate deeper on the Jeremiah Koung aspect. I don't understand that.
That was the way I was going to be heading. Steve
Yeah.
All right, go there, Mom. Go there, Mom.
Yeah, because we want to understand
a different angle, and then you want to add the angle to another angle. Because
Yeah,
when I was going to race, that's
go
how
there.
I see it. You know, I like it the way how you think. You know, you don't do conventional thinking. You like to think outside the box. And that was the point I was about to make. You see, our constitution is a copy and paste. It's not too in detail. All the law. It's not like the U.S. where they got amendment for almost every law. There are laws that check on other law. You remember when Yekeh made a statement that that they could declare Joseph Boakai incapacitated? If Joseph Boakai is going to meet any resistance, it's going to be from the lower house. And who has that lower house? The Fanatic Kofa. Joseph Boakai is not comfortable with Fanatic Kofa speakership. He believes Fanatic Kofa is capable of triggering an impeachment procedure against him. When it comes to incapacitation, that's one. Even the War Crimes Code, what make you think the Senate is dragging her feet, but in the lower house, they were very quick to pass a resolution. Joseph Boakai believed that once Fanatic Kofa remains speaker, his presidency is at risk. And that's what I believe, because Yekeh said, he said, apart from the 4,000, there's another 7,000 that has been permitted. So you're talking about 11,000 apiece. But man think to Yekeh, he might as well be careful as well, because now Joseph Boakai controls the cover. He got unlimited cash and unlimited resources. It was the same thing you saw happen to the cabinet Janet. This the reverse. That the president is poking your nose into the lower house to try to influence leadership position. The only difference is cabinet Janet won't happen in the judiciary branch, and this one is happening in the legislative branch. So the old man is playing some games here, and both Fanatic Kofa and Yekeh, they got to be looking for the shoulder, because I don't think he's going to stop if he believes that they are a threat to his presidency. That's how I see it.
So if you add to it, what do you think? What can Fanatic Kofa do right now to actually mitigate this situation, or to fight back? What can he do?
Let me go back and I'll answer that.
Yeah. I want you to answer that, and then you do a follow-up with that.
Yeah, let me go back. I'll answer the Fanatic Kofa portion, because that Fanatic Kofa portion to resist is critically important to what I'm about to say. Let's go back to the long shot of preventing Jeremiah Koung from becoming president. The goal here might not be to render Joseph Boakai incapacitated. It could be more likely to a mutual understanding. But Unity Party does not want what a guy named Koung to become president. That is just the truth of the matter. Because Koung would have a total different agenda. Koung could even remove people that are put in power, in position in certain places now. He could remove them. He could remove them. Now, but here is what's dangerous. Having a Unity Party supporter, or Joseph Boakai supporter, or Unity Party person in the House as Speaker of the House would make them to ensure that, if possible, they can even convict Jeremiah Koung for criminality. Remember Jeremiah Koung as we speak. Y'all listen, because the road on that deep road. Remember Jeremiah Koung from Central International. Jeremiah Koung. I'm calling him Reverend. I'll take the Reverend title back. Samuel's Indoor, the man of God, the pastor who beat Costa in the race in District 6, and Sir Joseph, they were all indicted for corruptions. They stole government money per the report from Centel. And Jeremiah Koung is indicted for $1 million United States dollars for taking the money and using it to build the schools that he built in Nima County. So that record is still there on Jeremiah Koung. They could act on it. And they could act on it very swiftly to prevent him. Now, the question you asked, how Fanatic Kofa can get rid of this stumbling block? The first option for Fanatic Kofa is to revert to the CDC. He must ensure that he gets the support of CDC lawmakers, especially in the lower house. Again, I'll say it. The lawmakers in CDC must be able to fall in line with him, and that means Fanatic Kofa will have to fall back to President George Weah and other leaders within the CDC to use their influences, their connection with them. But not only that, Fanatic Kofa would have to go across the aisle now. Speaking of going across the aisle, he will have to reach out to independents and also people that were elected on CPP ticket. That include Chairman Musa Belete. He will have to ensure that he got it in your corner. There is no if and anybody. There is no other role here. But most importantly, Fanatic Kofa will have to spend money because most of our lawmakers, unfortunately, do not make decisions based on the issue, the merit of the issue. They make decisions based on who is able to influence them financially. Unfortunately, that is the sad fact. We have to accept it. That's what we have. So Fanatic Kofa do have options. To be quite honest, he has options. But I will say to Fanatic Kofa, I will say this to Fanatic Kofa. There is no formal enemy. The fact that Joseph Yuma Boakai United Party got the eyes or the sight on you to remove you, they will not stop until they get rid of you. That's what I wanted to say.
So, Steve, talking about the check, or the voucher that was given to Yekeh. Yekeh went to the Lebanese guy in the office to confirm the document, and the guy said yes. So this is the document right here. I don't know if you guys can see. You see here? See to Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah from the Minister of State, $4,500 United States dollars to, I don't know, G-Smart administration. So the guy who actually owns the store, he said this is his signature, and he confirmed that the people are going to pay him. That all Yekeh needed to do, or anybody with this voucher can just come in the store and take whatever you want to take. Here is Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah himself with the letter, with the check or the voucher, if you call it. So I just wanted to make sure people see it, so we can continue the conversation from there while we wait your Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah to count. That this was sent to me by our colleagues from FFM.
Let me say this quick.
Yeah.
There's a part I didn't say, but I want to say it. There's something I didn't say. I want to say it before we move on to the next or other people joining. The question that is on my mind now is, why is United Party making this move swiftly and quickly and abruptly, especially in the midst of a few days of confusions with the CDC? Is it that you're listening to this? Because this part of it will come out very soon. Is it that the United Party and Joseph Yuma Boakai have found out that there is a move from the CDC to get rid of Joseph Yuma Boakai, such as pushing this conversation of Joseph Yuma Boakai being incapacitated to run the government? But then the United Party wants to act and be preemptive. Is that why they're making this swift move really quick to get this money business, get people influence, to get rid of what they got need? Is that the reason? Because mind you, as we speak now, the United Party and the CDC, they're into serious noise. They're into some serious fight. And so where this is a sticky situation, Mr. Kane.
Seku's muted.
Yeah, Mong, I was asking you, do you have a take? Then I will go to, oh man.
Well, from my own observation, I think there are a whole lot of things. This thing like a 5D chess. It's a test match between the Unity Party and the CDC government. And you know, everybody want to get rid of the other person. That's how I see it. When you watch the Yekeh clip, Yekeh, he referenced the fact that I think Joseph Boakai was supposed to stop somewhere and he ended up sleeping until the pass. I don't know, he said a clay checkpoint. Why do you think he's going to make such a comment? It's the same idea that the House, they got up to a year to impeach. Look, let me tell you something. Joseph Boakai understands this game. He knows exactly what is cooking in the lower house. That's why I keep telling Fanatic Kofa and Yekeh Kolubah, yeah, Fanatic Kofa might be able to keep his block of the lower house in check. But the question is, are they strong enough to withstand the financial pressure? This time around, Joseph Boakai is the one controlling the press. They can write an astronomical number of checks and be able to get rid of both Yekeh and the Fanatic Kofa if they want to. Because I know, in as much as they believe in the two individuals, I know our lawmaker, they won't say no to cash or brown envelope. If Joseph Boakai up the ante to 35, you saw it with cabinet in that situation. So there is nothing screech. It's the same old thing. There is cabinet general in replay. The only difference is the individuals involved. And they have up to a year. You know that. Joseph Boakai is aware of that plan as well.
And I agree with you 100%. Let me see something happened. We briefly talked about it here yesterday, but we didn't go in detail. We informed the Liberian people that the president's son, in collaboration with some member of the government, sending individuals to some agencies, some security apparatus, including the DEA, the police, the immigration, sending their own people to those areas to be used in the future to target certain people that they want to target, some critical voices. In fact, it was confirmed. I wanted to ask Yekeh about it when he comes here today. SKTV confirmed that two of the people, not only that they were paying with DEA, but in full uniform. Can you imagine? Two of the guys that were fired by Yekeh 3 weeks ago, that they are now with DEA in full uniform. And we were informed that those guys were sent there to target certain people. What training are those guys going under before you can even put uniform on them? So we were able to reach out to two of the agencies to confirm whether or not the information that we've gotten is true. It was confirmed to SKTV that yes, indeed, that people are sending people, like some people within the government, including the president's son, sending people that they just get for the street, say that their interests. But when the actual recruitment starts, we might get rid of some of those guys. But why you have to even work with it in the first place? Why put uniform on them? I mean, the last time we were all complaining that Jefferson Koji went and free people, free criminals from the prison compound and infused them in the city police, Moravia State Corporation. Similarly, even the guy that used to be behind Yekeh Y Kolubah that last time called Keita left Yekeh Y Kolubah in less than 2 weeks. Keita was in a Liberia police uniform. And now we have been informed that some of those guys that were on drugs, some of those guys that are involved with the ghetto thing, they also been recruited by the president with some people trying to use them to hit on people that they don't like, to hit on critical voices. Hold on 1 second. Steve, take over. Let me talk to you.
Well, that's troubling, or that is problematic here, is the fact that we can even sit in this country and just allow the same things that we just criticize start happening 2 or 3 different times, or at this level. Yeah, Mr. Adam, you're back, right?
Yeah. So Honorable Yekeh
Yes.
Kolubah is
Oh,
here.
please.
Honorable Kolubah is here. The reason he's calling that he will not be able to come on the camera because of he been moving, back and forth. He's a little bit busy. He doesn't want to miss the show. He doesn't miss it, so he's here to speak to the Liberian people on the phone. Honorable Kolubah, how are you doing? Welcome back to SKTV. How are you doing, sir?
I'm okay, Sekou. I'm okay, and Steve, President Moore, and Mabel. Let me say good evening to all of you people. Good evening to the people around the world. Good evening to my supporter and the people of District Number 10 for making me who I am today.
So what happened today? We saw you on a press conference. Even though we follow some of it, we have shared the picture of you holding that voucher, and also we also show the picture of the voucher here. You're alleging that the president is bribing you or bribing some lawmakers with the intent to undermine or to unseat the current Speaker of the House. Can you clearly elaborate as to what happened and how it happened, please?
Okay, Sekou, this morning, around like 10 to 11, I think I got a call. I got a call on my phone. I received a call from one of my colleagues, Jeremiah Koung, Rachel Koung, the guy that I voted for the speaker position. He called me and said, "Oh, we have we have something for the black." I said, "What is that?" He said, "We have a coupon of $2,500 for the black. $4,500 US for the black, to keep the black together." So I said, okay. So I wanted to know what it's all about. So I called my office staff. In fact, he told me Honorable Prince Too has it. I said, go for it to Honorable Prince Too or send for it. So I called Honorable Prince Too. I said, do you have a package for me? He said, yes, I have a package for you. So I said, okay, so can I send my office staff, my filing clerk to have me to pick it up? He said, oh, no problem. I'll be in my office. Later when I call him, he said, I'm in Honorable Koung's office. I said, okay, can I send the lady there to sign for it? He said, yes. So I sent the lady from my office. I called her to go and pick it up. She signed for it. So when she signed for it, then I said, I told her to give it to one of my office staff, another office staff, to give me the contents of the package.
Mm-hmm. So
he said the package, what on the package is to Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah from the Minister of State. $4,500 worth of material for JMAC. I said, wow, that's a good gift from the president, because the president, the Minister of State will not carry on anything or the president concern or the president knowledge. So I took it and I told the poor, I said, this is a good gift. You know, the Code of Conduct is very clear, Sekou. The Code of Conduct speak about how much gift we should receive and how much we should receive. If it is above certain amount, we should declare in 7 days. Like I told Ambassador Boakai to declare in 7 days who giving the 10 million $10. So I know I wanted to wait for the 10 days because it's in the space of 10 days. I got mine today that is above 200 US, and I declared to the Liberia today who gave me cash or give.
So,
Sekou, this is not only a gift, but it's a bribe.
Yeah, so that's the question I was about to ask you. Based on what you just said, you did not mention anything that has to do with the intent of the
No,
money.
but before then, I was getting ready to come to that.
Okay.
Before then, Before then, they have been having a meeting and have been informed that they want to keep the black together because they still want Fundraising Kofa out. And when you speak to Fundraising Kofa, for each time they will tell me, I say, I will go to him and say, Fundraising, in the presence of people, I say, Fundraising, my black still want you out. And that means Joseph Boakai want you out. Because Joseph Boakai is not satisfied with you. I've said this to him. Anytime they bring it to me, I will always say this to him. So, the money is intended to keep the black together, to remove Fundraising Kofa, because the president do not want Fundraising Kofa as speaker. He wants to control the horse like the horse was controlled in the 54th. So, Sekou, the issue is, we cut the budget down because no money. But you giving 40 some lawmaker. Me, I receive my own. That my own I made public. So, and I turn it over to Fundraising. Fundraising has the coupon. I give it to him. I said, this is your trump card. And as soon as you open, I'm doing a communication to send for the Minister of State to tell us the intent, what they want to achieve by taking the Liberia money and supporting of black. Instead of giving the money to the Liberia, they're supporting a group to overthrow the speaker's office. I call it overthrow. So I'm going to do that communication. I told the speaker today when I was turning over the gift to him. I said, the money and that money that I could use. I'm going to jail. I said, look, man, I don't want material. You give me $4,000. You give me $3,500. I could take that money to use it. That people need that money right now. But we have to be very careful. I hold it on the radio, criticizing Joseph Boakai. They poke corrupt. Then the people go see something to Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah from Minister of State. Do I work with the Minister of State? I don't.
So, Honorable Kolubah, let me ask you this. Let me ask you a few questions. When you say Honorable Prince Tour, was that the guy that was just elected to replace
number 8?
Akala Great? Is that the guy?
Yeah.
Yes. But my you Sekou, we need to be very careful here because it is something that was given to them to present to me.
Yeah, but no, what I'm talking, the reason I'm asking you, the fact that he has been used, the fact that his office was used to distribute it, that means he is a part and parcel of what's going on. That's the premise I'm trying to make.
No doubt.
Yeah?
No doubt, because they use a hand to take fire from the copper. They use a hand to take fire from the copper. So if you allow your hand to be used, then I mean you have to exonerate yourself. So I will be writing the Speaker of my colleagues to send for the Minister of State. Then they can tell us this is an impeachable offense, that bribery.
I was just about to say it again. You took that out, but go ahead.
Yeah. So
they bribed me.
Yeah. So what was the speakers?
Be bribing a lawmaker.
Yeah.
Why he didn't take their money? He said no money in the budget to add the money to the budget to put it on civil salary.
So do we know how many lawmakers within our block? Do you know?
Well, according to Richard Koung, he's a member of his block. I was just a passerby of his block that voted for him. Because member of a block that people that slept to Kalano Hotel. The member of Fundraising Black slept to Farmington Hotel. I did not sleep to any hotel. Because I decided that I would decide who to vote for.
So during the election,
I'm not a member, but I'm a sympathizer that voted for him and voted for Musa Belete. In fact, it was because of Musa Belete that I even voted for him, because Musa Belete was on our side. If I not for Musa Belete, I told him, I said, I can't vote for Richie. I asked him. He said, I'm on your side and you want to vote for me, so you have to vote for the person that I'm in a block with. That I voted for him.
Wow. So Steve and Monk, maybe you guys have a question, because I wanted to ask Honorable Kolubah, what was the speaker's reaction when you informed him? And
let me answer that. Will come in, please.
So when I went to the speaker to do the presentation. You know the speaker have his own way of talking to the press or inviting the press in issue. I have to respect the speaker's office. So I went to him in the presence of the chair or executive in my town, in the presence of some other lawmaker, and did the presentation of the coupon. I said, the money is big, but this is for you as an evidence so you can know that we're getting ready to move you. So the speaker said, okay, I will keep it. So he left with the speaker, he have the evidence now. But I told him, I said, Mr. Speaker, this is the Liberian case. We want to know why there is no money and they're using money to bribe me. The other lawmaker will speak for themselves because Reggie Koung told me all the members of a black. Maybe they will say they didn't receive it, but I received mine and went to a JMAC with the journalists. And the man that signature the coupon admitted, acknowledged that that's his signature. I asked him, so can I come for the thing? Yeah, he said you can come. I said, so Minister of State will pay all of these on recording. He said, yeah, Minister of State will pay.
We saw that.
So you are welcome. Come and take what you want to take. That was 4,500 US.
Wow. So, gentlemen, you guys can. This is
not easy, right? You want me to come, Steve, or you want to go first? Go ahead, friend.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yekeh Kolubah behave. He and go ahead.
President Mo, you please pay attention. He's saying something to you guys. Go ahead.
I say this to you people. Look, it take a man to do what I did again today. Segu, you know that Joseph Boakai government want to get rid of me more than we are government?
I know that.
Who said in the show?
I know it. I know they want to kill me. Because they want to impeach me, to expel me from the house. They can't get it. So they want to get rid of me. They want to kill me. But Seku, I am ready. Look, I know that I will die. I just don't know when, where, and how. I know that the government is very, very desperate. Very, very, very desperate to get rid of me. Because everything I'm saying about it is true. The only problem people get is it's too soon.
Yeah.
Some of the problem other people get is the way I can express it. But Seku, I can't express that you. According to the point, I didn't go to school. So how do I express that you? I have to express that somebody that didn't go to school, that I've not sat in class before.
Wow.
So there's another thing going on.
Yeah, so maybe
the people they want to use that will be me attack them. Today, the CNT ambassador that John we are government there to employ people. The same people that are just stuck in 2 weeks, they are in Joseph Boakai government now.
I was going to ask you about that question. We talked about it before you got here, because we talked about it yesterday, and the other time, we communicated with some of the agencies that some of those people are, and they didn't deny that those people were there, but we were only told that they are now fully employed, but yet they are there, and they're wearing uniform. So I don't know.
Why would you look at somebody? Why would you look at somebody that have not gone to the police academy? That I'm not going for training. You just see them on the road, you put them in uniform.
Yeah.
What's the intent?
I don't even know.
I know the intent, Seku. I know the intent. Seku, there's a God. And I believe, look, Seku, I don't play with Melanie. My web is a very, 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 very strong prayer for poison. No human being with 2 folk that came in. It's a God. I challenge anybody that want to try it. I challenge any human being. Like, so long you got 2 folk you walking on it, you can't kill me. It's a God. I don't believe in medicine. I believe in God. And I believe in my word because I trust her. You have to trust somebody before you believe in them. I trust her that she can pray for me. And what I want done, what's supposed to happen, what God's supposed to do for me, he can do it.
Well, Steve, go ahead and ask a question.
Go ahead, Steve. You wanted to go first, right?
No, go ahead, Mark, please.
When you follow Yekeh and Prince Johnson, they operate in similar manner when it comes to expressing themselves. I tell you guys, people that got military background or some kind of a formal training, they send coded messages. Yekeh Kolubah came on the show the last time. I told him about resisting from the Senate. The reason Yekeh Kolubah was able he didn't want to talk about the whole thing about the first year impeachment stuff, right? And I told you guys, I said Joseph Boakai been in the game for long. He understands why he's cooking in the house with the Fanatikofa issue. And Fanatikofa for Joseph Boakai is a risk factor to his presidency. When I saw Yekeh posting that version up today, or that coupon or whatever they want to call it, he knew exactly what he was doing. He quoted the code of conduct, right? He quoted the code of conduct because he's supposed to declare within 7 days. He did it within 24 hours after receiving it. There is a specific, and Yekeh reads the code of conduct, the constitution, than any other lawmaker I know. They say he can go to school, but I don't know how he can be quoting provisions by numbers in all those laws, because I think that what he can do on his free time, he just read excessively on that. When this is why the code of conduct said, because if you try to remove a speaker, it could result to a constitutional crisis. You know that, right, Sekou? That is the president using his hand to undermine the legislature, right? Here's why the code of conduct said on that. So when I saw Yekeh putting that version up and stating that the code of conduct say, sanction for any breach of this code of conduct shall be imposed by those prescribed by the standing order of the civil service or any other law governing the public service. Notwithstanding, depending on the gravity of the offense or misconduct, one of the following penalties may apply: or dismissal or removal from office in the public interest, be reprimanded, fine, or making good of loss or damage of property and asset, demotion or the seizure or forfeit of state property. So why Yekeh Kolubah is actually saying it's a confirmation that there is a direct fight between Joseph Boakai and Fanatikofa. You know, the guy when we were growing up, the house on that game, we used to play the call the catch and eat. Remember, Sekou? Okay, that was going on between Fanatikofa and Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai believed that the Yekeh people and the Fanatikofa people want to remove him from office, and he's not going to say that to let it happen. He would go after Fanatikofa and if possible Yekeh. That's what happened. The first person to catch the friend, they will eat the other person. That's it.
So that catch and eat. Yeah. So Steve,
let me first of all let me establish something. Welcome to the show again, Honorable Yekeh Kolubah. My first question to you is: the Prince Tool that gave out the voucher, is that the same Prince Tool that defeated Representative Akara's Gray, the newly elected guy from Unity Party? Is that the Prince Tool?
Yes, he did the distribution. He give my office staff. I don't know if he gave to other people, but I received. And what I received is what I declared today, because I want the code of conduct. The code of conduct section 3.3.1, section 3.3.3 speak about casual gift and token. So go to it. You understand?
Okay, thank you, Honorable Yekeh Kolubah.
Yeah, we will go to that. We'll go to that section of the code of conduct.
After the 7 days, I don't want to receive it today. I say it's too much. It's more than 200. So let me declare. And I declare.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Yekeh Kolubah. I wanted to lay that premise because we have to lay the basis so that our people can understand who the players are. Here's another question for you, Honorable Yekeh Kolubah. Why do you believe the Unity Party or Joseph Boakai want to get rid of Fanatikofa? Why do you think so? What is the purpose?
Well, the issue is the one other thing, though. In the first place, let me say this to you for today. Last thing you all saw in his face, on the social media, that Yekeh could be expelled. It is true that Joseph Boakai want me expelled. It is true that Joseph Boakai want me expelled. Let me tell you something. You know, all the things that I've been saying, it embarrassed Joseph Boakai. So Joseph Boakai met some lawmakers. I'm not going to call their name. They went to him. He said, why are you saying that you're talking like this? What happening? Why are you getting expelled, man? Why are you talking like this? You understand what I say? To the point where that lawmaker told me that Joseph Boakai told Fonati, said they might expel me. And I have not asked Fonati, because I'm waiting for Fonati to bring that thing on the floor. I have not asked him. Those are things I want to say. I wanted to provoke me to say it. I want to say some things. I want to be provoked to say it. We are not reach that point, and when we reach that point, you will hear more things. I'm an insider than plenty of people. You remember when I told the Liberia before the election that if we win election in the valley job, I spoke from what I knew. You remember the chairman said no, the only place he wanted to go at Freeport. Because those are things that they were concluding already before the election. And I was in that meeting. So when I keep on the post, that thing that coming all our fake news, it was not that thing that was going around. The thing that I knew. I was in a meeting when the people said when Joseph Boakai win, they will keep Jeremiah was distant from Joseph Boakai. I was in that meeting. Yomli was in that meeting. Delon was in that meeting.
What?
I don't want to talk in it.
So all this, also all that rescue team.
So much to the point where they couldn't go nowhere with me. So they never thought that when I was going to go the wrong way, I was going to start talking. These people thought that any way I go, any way to go, I would just sit and close my mouth. No, I have a character to protect. My predecessor is not about an individual. People thought it was about George Weah. No, it is about the system.
Steve, yeah, go ahead and you have a follow-up.
Let me ask you another question. I know you said one of the reasons you want to get rid of Fundraising Kofa is maybe to be able to get rid of you from the house. But another question I have for you is
I will come back on your show in 2 weeks. I'll try to get all additional information. I don't want to say so and leave some. There are a lot of things, the reason why they want to move Fundraising Kofa. It's not only about me. And Fundraising Kofa is not behaving right. To know that in some of Joseph Boakai said he might expel me and he didn't tell me. I got a problem with him because he can't expel me. Fundraising Kofa don't have the power to expel me. He don't. What have I done that you will expel me? To speak my mind? The Constitution, there are certain provisions in the Constitution that say the right to know, the right to information. Sorry, I didn't go to school, so I can be exact to quote that particular provision of the Constitution that talk about the right to know.
Freedom of Information Act.
When there's information, I must give it to the people that the right to know. So the Constitution protect me to say that. So you want me to be responsible for telling people have the right to know? Have I done anything reasonable? No. So what you want? You want to expel me for what? Have you gone through due process? Have you brought me for due process? Have you found me guilty for the first time to say this is warning letter? Jomo just say thing you want to do. Joseph Boakai thing will be a fellow. Look, if anybody a fellow, any living human being that I Yekeh. Sekou, Steve, people were saying, by the time I afraid to talk it for you, then that means my whole spirit died from me.
But I think
my whole spirit gone. What can make me brave is to look in your face and tell you what I want to tell you. You know why the poor grandkids are going to respect me today? Because I am the only lawmaker that have gone in that big mountain face and talk to them the way I talk to them. I am the first lawmaker in the history of big mountain. What the grandkids can they ask the people? When you get enough, someone get you money. But then you come out, you feel like people. What you call money? Who have money before becoming lawmaker? I can tell anybody. I got all my money from Chadolata. So when you want all me from Chadolata, then you will get me.
Honorable Yekeh Kolubah, let me ask you this question, please. What do you think if Fundraising Kofa is removed as speaker? What do you think might more likely so happen to the vice president who is poised to become president, should in case Joseph Boakai is rather incapacitated or can no longer serve the country?
You know why people behaving like this? It's because it has taken a long time. We have not defined the word incapacitation. Article 63 of the Constitution says we should define our war. We should give the definition of our war in 1 year. I may not be right. I didn't go to school, but I know that Article 63 of the Constitution says we should give the definition of incapacitation in 1 year.
You are 100% right on that.
To define it. And we need to write a communication on the floor. For us to, if not, I will go to the court. There is something to the court There is certain action to the code that will compel us to interpret the Constitution.
Yeah, but that's why I keep saying the people know exactly what's going on. They know the game that you guys are up to. You just quoted Article 63C. That's why I keep telling folks, I think you read the Constitution, every written law in Liberia, any lawmaker, because you can quote those provisions like on point. And we said it on the show before the very last time. I mean, Stephen said, it said the legislature shall no later than 1 year after the coming into office of this Constitution prescribe the guidelines and determine the procedure on which the president, by reason of illness or incapacity, shall be declared incapable of carrying on the duty and function of the office. And that's exactly what you just quote. So technically, I said it right. I mean, you can explain this stuff all you want. At the end of the day, Boakai want to get rid of you and Koung. I mean, not Koung, but you and Fundraising, and you're black, and you guys want to set up an impeachment for Joseph Boakai. So it's the same catch and eat. It's the same thing. And you keep making the case as well with these provisions in the code of conduct or the Constitution. That's just what the game is all about.
Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah, let me ask you this other question, please. Let me ask you this other question. How far are we with the
Steve?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fasting.
Let me sort of talk that one. If you thought that one, you can the what you do to me yesterday, I will tell the people.
No, you my brother. Don't say you ain't my chief.
Yeah, so go ahead, Steve.
Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah, how far are we now with the one economic crimes court thing, especially with the letter we saw from Ambassador Beth? Has Joseph Boakai signed these communications that he needs to sign? What's going on in the Senate? Why they keep pushing it around? What's really going on? Where are we?
So the people in the Senate, like Yombly and Delon, you know, when you're not on the side, you can say, oh, you do the one. But when you're on the side, then it's difficult to do it. The people want to play a game with it. And let me say this to the public. I have written a communication from my office that will be going Monday to the American government, to the embassy, informing them to put sanction on some of us that are in the way of this war and economic crime code. Not only put sanction on some of us, but to link up with the war and with the war crime code. Because if the American government don't get involved, people want to play games with it. People want to play game with it. So I want to be on record to do that communication to the American government, to the embassy, telling them to come down hard on us. If it means they censure us that have not been censored, they should do it. You know, all the Liberian people want to go to America. All the Liberian people in Liberia, they want to be friendly with the president. All the only men are in America visiting. All the only men don't want to be friendly with the president. But I want the right thing done. I'm not on censure. I will never send for Bati RC before. So I got no bad record with anyone. So if the people don't come hard on us, people don't want, you know, plenty of people in the Senate want to become president. You know that 2029, they don't be going to run a grand battle for a senatorial position, and you will be going for the presidency. They don't want to be running in much of other country again. Do people know that?
Yeah, we heard about it.
Okay, so I am saying that now it's 100% reliable.
Okay.
You only have decided to give us space because you'll be running for president. Delon will be going to Grand Bassa to go and run for the senatorial position. Those people too ambitious. Those people too greedy. That's why you see that they are appointing their family people. You only are appointing Abakanga, they feel their brother to position. While all the posters here, I didn't get joy here. I went to one meeting yesterday. The people want me to slow down. I must say my only list for them to give me joy. I said, I don't have list. My list are the Lebron list. I'm not going to tell you who I have meeting with.
Same list.
I will not.
So
I'm not going to tell you who I have meeting with.
So
I want to respect the person's privacy because this is somebody that is very influential in this country. The same person that Joseph Boakai called for me to go see in that day. When Satan don't go on the radio, oh, Yekeh want to go pay Joseph Boakai. So the person say, oh, but the papa wants to see you again. I said, to do what thing? Joseph Boakai food, not get salt inside. A lot this. So go, why are we see Joseph Boakai for?
I got a question for the lawmaker second when you're done. I just have a simple question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why would they talk before the election of went on now? For what thing?
Honorable Kolubah, Mong
So
one.
all the good things for the election. The election feeling that all the good things will talk, so what we going to again?
Yeah, Mong wants to ask you a
I have
question.
no interest.
Go ahead, Mong.
Yekeh, when you came on the show the last time, you were so optimistic and upbeat about the prospect of war crimes could coming to Liberia. And I warn you, Sekou and Steve can be my witness. I told you I'm not so sure of the Senate, but you told us, you gave us a guarantee that at the end of the day, this war crime court will be a walk in the park, and both houses were going to sign up. And now you are telling us that you are written communication calling for even more sanction. Why you saw then that you are seeing now, that you are looking at right now, that force you to write such a letter knowing that the Senate is not on board as previous? I mean, like what I predicted from the beginning when you came here saying that it was going to pass both houses. What changed?
So let me tell you what I saw in like a week ago that caused me to read the communication and what I know. So the fear is if the war economic crackle will come and they don't grab Prince Joseph really want to take it all of here, the chances of being president is very slim when Prince Joseph is in Liberia. So they are asking the people now, what's going on now is if we pass the thing, can you put Prince Joseph all over the country right away? Because being here is an embarrassment, politically for us. So when they started that discussion, that I said people that are serious people, we need to put some fire into this thing. So that the only thing that's stopping the thing from the Senate, they put I want to be president. Their fear is Prince Joseph being on the stage, they will not be. They don't fear Jeremiah because Jeremiah will not get nobody in Nima. Let me tell you the truth. It is Prince Joseph that got the people. So they are not afraid of Jeremiah. How can they do it? What assurance can they give that when they pass it, that will be fast and Prince Joseph will be all over the place? How can they do it? How can it be? That's the problem.
Honorable Kolubah, thank you so much.
Wow.
You just broke another news.
Two breaking news.
Yeah, and I hope Liberian people are taking note. So I want us to take a few calls in Liberia while people are listening. It's very important. You know, a lot of people watch Honorable Kolubah on the Yekeh TV and other networks, but people never had the opportunity to talk to him or to ask him a question on these issues.
Sekou, all the only person in the country, when I go against government, all the people that work with me, government will take their employment. You know, see it before?
Yeah.
It happening now.
So yeah, so I was going to ask you about that. Why maybe I'm getting ready? Maybe are you getting ready or are you ready to take calls? While Mabel is getting ready, I wanted to ask you on that area in terms of security. If we learned that it was the president's son and other people who are recommending those people to be recruited and infused them in different security agencies. If that is actually the fact, how safe are you? Do you feel safe? Do you think you can protect yourself against the power that be?
Sekou,
Yeah.
I can challenge any power that be. No, Sekou, when I'm moving by myself, I can be well secured that even my bodyguard behind me. You see that if you are going to King George, going to Grand King, or going to other places, I don't care where security behind me. You notice me here. When I go under me my drawer, my second go on in the journalist. Sekou, when you're afraid you will die. You're not afraid you will die. Sekou, I know I will die. And I will say this, every day I say this, I know I will die. No, the government wants to get rid of me more than George we are government. To the point in less than 2 months, all my security they wanted to pass through to get rid of me. I sacked them. They implored them. Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised when I saw A.B. Kroma in one of the office in Dixon Civil Office. I saw my security like just sacked 2 weeks in 4D uniform. I said,
hold on.
ready for war.
Hold on. You saw A.B. Kroma in Dixon Civil Office with one of your former security officers?
I met A.B. Kroma in Dixon Civil Office. When I was passing, I didn't see my security at first. So somebody told me, he said, but your security was behind you last week. He ain't DA uniform. You saw him? I said, no. And before then, A.B. Kroma, myself, I said, A.B. Kroma, we can't get your money to train people. Because when you train people, when my government come there, I will say, this security lab, Joseph Boakai security. So what will give you your money for? We will not give your money. We will not give police money. We will not give no security agency money. Because you can't use the laboratory resources to train people when you come, then you attack them to be part of security.
Segu.
Yes, sir.
You got that call that A.B. Kroma will be in Dixon Civil Office. Do you really understand the call?
I understood it.
Because
he
Dixon
said,
Civil no, Segu, you slow down. Dixon Civil now is on the Senate, on the House Ways and Means Committee.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, you are live.
Get that? And who
I know. I know. Mong, hold on 1 second. Representative Kolubah, just.
Dixon Civil is the chair on Ways and Means. So everybody right now running to Dixon Civil,
to his office.
You need to help us to do the work. And that's wrong. But why do you want to not pay? That's why we use a chair. We have money, we use a chair there. We use it for money. Nobody.
Your voice is going bad, Honorable Kolubah. I don't know.
Are you getting me?
Okay, much better.
So why we should give people money when we give our money to trade? When Segu come to power, you will say, Segu will say, Joseph Boakai security here. We always sack them. So why must keep training people? So when I came outside Segu, when I go look right to the something door, I saw the men that were just behind me in 1 week in a full DA uniform.
So they just put the men in the uniform. I mean, we heard the information before, and we contacted some of the people there. They told us that the people were there, but I mean, so they just put the uniform on there without training.
Why you call training? They want to get rid of Yekeh. Is it training? The people put out behind me that they get rid of me. Segu, let me say this again. Segu, I swear and God know my heart. No living human being with 2 folk and came in. Because Segu, I can't drink, I can't smoke, I don't go to club. When I read to do my thing, I go in the day. When I come outside in the night, I will come outside, coming outside in the night. So are you a grab somebody that behind me? In 1 week, I just sacked them. Because I was there that they were being used by Jojo there to get rid of me. The person using my own security to get rid of me. Why am I talking soon? They say I'm talking a lot. Jojo sending people to employ them. Lala. Joseph Boakai was sending our own list to employ people. Lala. Tell me, say Lala. Prove me wrong. Don't fight me. When Democrats will come in their country and put people to speak their mind. Segu, the day those people try to kill me and they miss me, Joseph Boakai will feel it.
So Honorable Kolubah, speaking of this whole threat of killing you, or God forbid that will not happen, but you've been targeted because of you speaking up. And the United States just issued a communication through her ambassador at large, Ben Bet Van Sock, saying that Liberians should speak out, not be afraid, not be intimidated or targeted. Have you reported this information to the United States that you've been targeted?
Segu.
Yes, sir.
The people I talk to in the circle that be.
Mm-hmm.
They are aware that people are after my left. The people that are higher than the person you're talking about are aware that the people are after my. Second, you know the power inform more than you and myself. When the parents are there, the person we know. We know. We know. Yeah. Second, let me say this to the public. They came a time where they have to call and say, look, what you want to do to Yekeh, we know it. We are looking at you people. Yes. Second, people know that we came in. But they're telling them that they're not the rightful thing to do. They know Jojo is desperate to get rid of me.
Steve.
Said I can't go up.
Yeah.
But if I was someone that going up. So I went to see one of my friends, and my range rover couldn't start. For me to load, Jojo came in the yard. And I went alone, Sekou. So he now wanted to get out from a jeep.
Oh, so you went somewhere, your car couldn't start there, you saw the president's son there?
Yes, he met me in the yard that I went to.
Wow.
I'm not going to call the person's name. So you know, he's using the same type of black jeep. You only then using a new type of Toyota.
Okay.
The 2023 model.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Unless Steve and
you know what? And at the black jeep you are in, but you are in with people. So you know what? I left my car in the main yard. I started walking on the avenue. It was on the avenue. My one was walking on the avenue going. So the security from my friend Blake and say, "Can we walk?" I said, "No, I don't want somebody to walk me. I want what will happen to me, happen to my one."
Was that night?
It was in the night, right? 8 going to 9. Because I went to see them, man. I know you. He and the man were friends. And then somebody like him myself been friends with each other all the time. So what was it? I talking Sekou? I went to start my car. The car started misbehaving. The battery went low. So I left the car in the yard. Sekou, my one was walking on the avenue. Walking out, I came around 17th Street, get on the road, I said, back. I got over the back and went home.
Wow.
I knew at that point that I was either in a death position or in the living position. I know I wanted somebody to die with me.
Yeah, but it's not safe though. It's not safe to be doing that, to be moving by yourself. So
I know it's my car to break down.
yeah, but when the people ask you, can we walk you? Should I let them walk you? You know, it's not safe.
No, Sekou, the men I saw, people were in a jeep. You know that jeep when you get down the leg and come on, as soon as you open the door. I saw people in a jeep. And he was driving the car. He was in a long Muslim gun. He was driving. They Arab guns, Arab say. And when I say Muslim gun,
I think
it's not anything bad, right?
everybody can wear the gun now. It's okay. Muslim,
okay, the Arab gun. It was what he was in. And he got down. What he said to me, Honorable Yekeh, how are you? I said, I passed by him. The security opened the gate. I got up on the avenue in a dark. I started to walk. I never looked behind Sekou because I like to make myself afraid. I don't want my shadow to make me afraid. Where I was, I knew that I was between two things, either death or left.
Wow. These lot of information, you know. So we were trying to take some calls in
like the press conference I have. People say, "Oh my man, you're not slow down. What is this?" So tell me, say, Yekeh, I think you did what wrong. It is right for the president to bribe me. It is right for the president to bribe me to look at lawmaker and bribe them. That's bribery.
Honorable Kolubah, just give a few seconds. Let me see. Melbourne, can you hear us? Can you hear us, Melbourne?
Yes, I'm getting you. I don't know.
Yeah, so we're getting you. What happened? You look deflected. Like there's no air. You know what happened?
Yeah.
Are you because of are you sad by the information? You know. Honorable Kolubah giving. Go ahead.
Yes, Abesa sent this week, but how be it? Thank God that at least some of our government officials are coming up with some of these news coming out. Because sometimes when you say it, when you post it, when you talk about it, some people sees you or maybe as enemy, someone wouldn't want to see the progress of this country, but they don't know exactly what's going on behind the scene. Well, how be it? 0778 339 682. That is the number to call again. 0778 339682. Call in and to be part of the show right here on the SKTV. To the first caller. Good evening.
I am Andrew Kennedy, Secretary General of the Unity Party Electoral Reform Group, according to Jefferson District number 2. Hello, you getting me?
Yeah, my brother, go ahead, we're getting you.
Okay, you know, all the time when Yekeh Y Kolubah come on your show, you just ask you whether he ever declared after. And he's going to put a phone on very well, but he has never declared after.
I mean, your president never declared after that. Yekeh Y Kolubah we worry about. What can I?
Don't matter, man.
Man.
That's the reason why none of all the press coverage they have, you guys carry the evidence, they do evidence. That will fly on. So they can carry Yekeh Y Kolubah news.
Who told you that True African carry Yekeh Y Kolubah news? Don't even lie. True African carry Yekeh Y Kolubah news, and don't even say what you just said. Yekeh Y Kolubah, what I behave, whether he educated or not, but he's also someone that bring all of the happening. Hello, how you doing, yeah, my brother?
Yeah, my name is Jacob Brown, and I join you from Pinsil, Juba.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on a closing argument.
SKTV. This is SKTV.
Sorry, SKTV. Thank you very, very much for having me on the SKTV, and thank you for the show, sir. And let me just speak to a few key issues in time with me.
So we have Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah. So just go ahead and speak to what the man been saying and what the man said. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say to my brother Yekeh Y Kolubah, you know, anything that you are noted for to gain the popularity of the Liberian people, you can go ahead and do it. But I can assure you, His Excellency Joseph Imam Boakai and his son, Jojo, they have no plan, absolutely, to silence any critical voice in this country, Yekeh Y Kolubah. That is just
according to you, right? According to you.
No, Memo, don't argue with them.
So let me go to
thank you.
Good evening. Yeah, my brother, go ahead. Good evening. I need my boy join us.
You know, let me tell you, thank you. The people believe in you for them. When Yekeh Y Kolubah, why engage in the war is not come to Liberia? Because we know how it done honor President Weah, we know how it done honor Madam Seli, and before dropping the land, Yekeh, that you're all in your problem today. Now you see no electricity. What are you doing for us, Yekeh Y Kolubah, to talk for us? Now the electricity is getting alcohol. Now the government is going on. Now the government is going on, Yekeh. Now the people are just on what I see. Yekeh, where's your argument and it comes to the things there? Thank you, Mabel. This is LDP. I really appreciate you, Mabel. Thank you.
Thank you so much, LDP. And let me go back to line one to this caller. Good evening. Please just go straight to the issues and forget about all of the long stories. Hello.
Yeah, I'm there. I want to say thank you for the show. So let me ask the Honorable Mr. Yekeh Y Kolubah. The government is not after you. No one is after you. We all lost.
No, say according. They may say.
Memo, get him. Memo, don't do that.
Don't say the government is not after you.
Memo, don't do that.
How do you know?
Give the man a chance. Let him speak. Finish talking. Oh, just say, oh, thank you.
All right, then if he somebody is crying out, somebody after him. How do you know? So this caller, good evening.
Memo, you're not hearing me.
My name is Marcus, and I'm following you from member captain.
Good. Go ahead, boss.
You know, I want to be very grateful to the lawmaker. You know, Yekeh is becoming one of the best lawmakers ever in the history of Liberia for always being the opposition, not just the negative critics, but to be a positive critic that share on issues and making sure that the Liberian people are getting
Oh, sorry that you've been home last to this other caller. Good evening. Yeah, my brother. Good evening. Go ahead, your name and from where you join us.
Yes, my attention is drawn to the revelation made by Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah. Look, I was being very kind of the situation. Yekeh should be very mindful of statements made against this whole government that he put into power. Yekeh must not be taken serious for those utterances made. The CDC-led government is dealing with this government. Yekeh is being scary tactic, and I don't people should never take you serious because I know you from Thomas. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much to this caller. Good evening. Yeah, my brother. Go ahead, your name and from where you join us. You are a little bit low, though. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what in your room or. Yeah, go ahead because the lawmaker got to get you clear. Thank you so much. And let me go to Emmanuel Sano. Emmanuel, you hear your lawmaker, Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah crying wolf. What's going on?
Yeah, I want to ask Honorable Kolubah, do you take responsibility of what we are going to, because you are one person who make all the candidates for situation application. Do you take responsibility because you all them actually were on President Weah when you were serving and President Weah is this, President Weah is that. Do you take responsibility of what President Boakai is doing to you?
All right. Thank you so much. Do you take responsibility because of your campaign against the former? Yeah. Hello. I think the caller will be a last caller. They'll come over to the team there so that Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah can respond or the team can respond to all of your talks. So this caller, yeah. Hello. Go ahead.
Hello. My name is Aaron B.
Okay, Chief. Go ahead, boss.
Last time when I went around 20 Street, 21 Street, and where they have it, they didn't talk. Was saying that discussing about how Joseph Boakai represents ruling the country. The guys who are conducting the play start video clipping me. You know, video clipping, I can't say, man, oh, why is video clipping me? They say, hey, we'll be talking again about.
You mean, hello, you mean the guy that control the daily talk?
The daily talk, those guys who play the daily play are fakes. Those guys are you fakes. But because I start acting as the dear mountain issue, what you say about it, when people dying and then you guys discussing about war crime code, and you're also committing crime again, humanity, you're killing people in the country. In a place that they are discussing war crime code in a place that I got hungry.
All right, thank you. Another story that come again. The conversation too interesting. Yeah, so Steve, back. Actually, that did talk myself. I really love it, and I go there sometimes to read all of the headlines, all of the happening. But again, we're back. Some other just election that they don't easily give or maybe credence to some of the happenings.
So yeah, Mabel, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Can you hear me, Mabel?
Yes, indeed.
So Mabel, I was saying something you were not hearing me, and moving forward, some of the people then they can be prepared just to call in, to distract, and to make funny statement. So you don't just buy into it. When they make their statement, you allow them to talk. When they finish with their 30 seconds, or 1 minute that is allotted to everybody, then they finish talking their own. You say then thank you, you let them go. You don't waste your time to argue with them. Because the thing is, we don't want to seem like, okay, we are giving preference to certain people against other people. As long as they're calling to make their point, then if they insult, if they cross the line, that way you can cut them off. But as long as they're making their point, let them flow. When they finish, tell them thank you, you take the next caller. You don't just get them over time to just overshadow or the platform. But as you do anything going against the radio or the platform, you can cut them off. But as long as they just calling to make their point, allow them. Don't even argue with them. Because sometimes whatever they're going to say, the guest, is capable enough to respond to them. That's why he's here We take the calls, he will listen to them, and he will take responses. Honorable Kolubah, you still there?
I'm here.
Did you hear those callers?
Well, Sekou, what, I mean, what do people say? Nobody didn't say nothing. Sekou, you acknowledge that you call the poll say the put my security in uniform. How do I put in uniform?
Yeah.
You think somebody want to ruin less than 1 week getting uniform to wear? What's the intention? What's the intention? You know, these people will say that the same way people fool president that the judge here and what people want to do to Joseph Boakai. And let me tell you something. Nobody can be about Joseph Boakai more than me. I will talk what I want to talk when I see the wrong. There's no time to talk. People waiting that time. People tell my mama when they get ready, will not vote for you. Oh, they 40 billion at force. So when you not vote for me, I would die. I would not. We try to make this country straight. We try to make the country straight. When the people get ready, you not declare your answer. Tell me the thing you show, the press conference you had, and not true. Joseph Boakai not know about it. And now we say about the Minister of State, they can't tell us. They reduce the budget when they took the money for to be given to lawmakers. We were there while they put 11 million in NSA budget when NSA passing right arresting full of people. NSA is the avenue to steal. They were all the government can put the billions of dollars. Why 11 million for NSA? When they put I think $1 million there for DA. What kind of job NSA doing? NSA is just to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I got a quick announcement to make. I mean, while we stay here.
That's it.
Yeah, Honorable Kolubah, just a second. Yeah, go ahead, Monk.
Yeah, I got a brief announcement, and to our listening audience, today we have the Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah here, but you guys know our tradition on SKTV. Today is Friday, and you know what Friday means. Today, since the lawmakers here, we are upping the ante a little bit. We're doing 20 for 30 today. We need $20 donation from at least 30 persons. That's less than 2 cups of a Starbucks coffee, and it can even give you half a gallon of gasoline for our U.S. audience. So I just like to remind people you got that way, make it easier for them to donate. At least some people, I think a lady came by already when it comes to our offering basket. So on SKTV, we need to keep the ball rolling. We need to do the research. We need to get lawmakers and other prominent people in government on the show. We got a guy like Milburn over there. He needs to visit my Mary's shop. So you guys know the routine when it comes to Friday donation. So the Cash App Sekou, I want you to upload the screen with our payment information as usual, just to remind our audience anything they get on mind to do it for the day. Today is Friday, so I just thought to remind the audience as well. So Yekeh Kolubah, you can go ahead.
Let's talk to Steve. Steve, based on what you heard from our people and from some of the revelations made by Honorable Kolubah here today, I mean, where are we headed as a country, Steve? This is scary. There's a lawmaker telling the world that they want to kill me. This is big.
Well, the only thing I can say to Honorable Yekeh Kolubah, we've said it here before, that definitely the Joseph Yuma Boakai government would go after him. We said this here. This is not strange and not surprising to us. In fact, Joseph Yuma Boakai is on record of being very vindictive. He is on record of being vindictive. Here are people who claim that they are coming to rescue people, but their behavior is saying otherwise. You know, the only thing I can say to the honorable man is to continue to be cautious and be careful. He understands the terrain better. He knows the people he's dealing with. But again, the world is watching. People are watching. And Honorable Yekeh Kolubah should not stop his advocacy. This is how our people are. They come on here, sometimes they attack us. They say all kind of things, they kind of impasse, they threaten us, and they say this and they say that, only because we're not singing praises to the songs. So this is not strange to me. I know this is what they would do. The man who is leading them himself is a vindictive man. So tell me what else? So all of them will fall in line. It's easier for them to do these things. It's very, very easy for them to do these things. But hey, that's the country we have, and they can continue.
So, Honorable Kolubah, how do you think your friend, your colleagues who might have been receiving this money, with happiness, how do you think they're going to react to this? You think they're going to like you for exposing this behind the scene deal, supposedly organized by the government for them to go get building materials, someone will go get the cash, and then now you are there, leaking the secret. How do you think they're going to react to this? Hold on 1 second. For some reason, when I didn't get the volume button. Sorry. What was the response again?
You hear me, right?
Yeah, what happened, man? Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
So you can hear me now?
Much better. Yeah.
So I say I expose myself. I didn't expose Sekou. I say they pay me bribe, and I'm a knee on my own paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be fair with the people, be fair with the people. I say I receive it, and who give it to my office staff that I receive it from? I call the person here, my office staff son, and I told you who called me this morning. So I said they give it to me. That my own show. So if other people mean well for the country and know that the budget, there's no money in the country, the president have to cut the budget down, should be able to bring their own forward for people to see. I didn't call nobody me. So I didn't expose anybody. I exposed myself.
So yeah.
I exposed myself, right?
Yeah. So that mean they got no reason to be angry about.
No, but why you be angry? Oh, but I trust only, and you didn't do it. Why you get angry? So go on. The Liberia will judge you. But people, you think normally people can do this kind of thing then? Very few people can do it.
No. What you did, I remember during the protest. I remember when people were running behind you, Thomas Paladin, other people are running behind you with money, they want to beg of money. You say you will take the money and run outside and expose them. But not everybody can do that. I even said that if you do that, somebody may even attempt on your life. But
no, but you know what I did? It risky. You know that? You know what I did? It risky.
Very.
To expose the power that be.
Mm-hmm.
You know it risky to expose the power that be.
So
let's take for example today I was talking to some of our friends that I think got their own. He said, my man, the way you looking, that's how everybody looking. They think I get family. My family less involved. They think when you expose it, it's wrong to happen. But when you expose it, that means you're exposing the presidency, you're exposing plenty things. You ready for what you want to expose? I said, boss man, you go in the air, you fall down, I will talk to the press on it. You know the guy told me, Sekou? The guy said, today I know that you're different about human being.
A lawmaker, right?
Well, one of my friends.
But he said one of the guy who got their own. And when that's a lawmaker, I'm supposed to get it. So that means a lawmaker.
One of my friends.
Okay. Steve, do you have a question?
It took up me to do what I did today. You don't know that?
Yeah.
Me to do what I did today.
I agree with that 100%.
Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah.
I go and receive my 3,005 or 4,000 and they put in the 500. Money in my pocket, I go. Who want no money in my pocket? What's the you know with me from the Ukraine starting government? Then tomorrow they bring out something up. They say, Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah receive 4,500 from Minister of State. For what? The investigation starts. Then my character has been tampered with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
I
Steve.
cannot justify.
Honorable Kolubah, we will have, we'll not keep you here for too long, so please give us a few more chances. So let's Steve ask you a question.
Yeah, because Steve, can you give us an update, please? How far? Because we got a target here.
I got about 7 people.
7. All right. So we left with like 23.
Yeah.
That's good, folks.
Yeah. Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah, let me ask you this question: do you think the Unity Party have the number or the ability to remove Speaker Kofa? Do you think that's a possibility?
I have prepared Ponati Kofa on so many occasions, and I have resolved that he's the best speaker. He can lead the house. He believes in listening to everybody. He believes in talking to everybody. He believes in working with everybody. He don't believe in what people will do, like behaving the most senior than us. He behaves like us. I want to see myself in somebody. I'm seeing myself in Funati. People can say, oh yeah, Funati got money. Funati got money. They say Funati got money, but I didn't go to Farmington to go sleep there to vote for him. They say, oh, Rachel could get money, but I didn't go to Kalano Hotel to go sleep there to vote for him. So what kind of money can move me in Aseku? You're telling me now, what kind of money can really move me? You know, Farmington got Google room there to sleep in?
So, well, what do you went into those rooms for? For what?
Well, they were keeping the black together. You know, Seku. Anybody tell you say, my man, sleep here or all, that means they don't trust you. The fact that they tell you say we'll group somewhere to sleep there, that means they don't trust you.
So they left their family, they went in group to go and sleep in the hotel simply because of voting the next day?
Funati black was to Farmington. Rachel Koung black was to Kalano Hotel. Yes, I went to Farmington. Yes, I went to Kalano Hotel. But I never spent a night, and I didn't spend more than 4 hours to any other places. I went there that day, you know, talked to Funati, sat in a place, you know, give them some assurance that they can make it, you know, we can all make it together. I went to Rachel Koung place, I said we can all make it together. They asked me, what side you on? I said, on the voting day, you will know my side. Who I will vote for, I will make it known. I will not keep it secret because I'm not a secret person. And when I voted with evidence to show for that I never voted for him. To show Thomas Fala that I never voted for him. Why some people are pleading that okay, they say go bring picture that you voted. Me, I wanted the picture for myself so I can prove to Funati that I not voted for him. So I can prove to Funati I not voted for him. So they can't have that thing that I voted for them. No, I don't play deceit. That's what I did. And Funati know I not voted for him. Thomas Fala know I not voted for him.
So, okay, what do you think should happen now? Do you think the legislature should somehow call for an investigation into this? Because this is a bribery that could lead to some constitutional violation that could also, you know, give a rise to possible impeachment hearing or something, or creating an investigation for possible impeachment? If at all the president is guilty of this?
This is just being added. This is just being added to our lot of evidences we got on President Boakai that will build all our fire to carry on our process that we're supposed to carry on. This is another evidence that has been added to our to our evidence. You know, when you're trying to do something, you need to build on your fire and build on your evidence. And now I can tell you that this one being added to what we get is enough for anything to start or for anything to happen in the process politically.
So what you are saying, layman, is the idea that you guys got sufficient evidence to trigger an impeachment against the president. It has reached to that level. That's what you're literally saying.
That's what he's saying.
Wow.
Well, I am saying what we have reached a point where we can take the action we want to take politically. Whatsoever action we want to take, it will be in the public.
Wow.
We're not keeping it secret because it will be for the public.
Yeah, so Mom, you get 10 already.
So
Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah, if you guys don't strike or don't take the action first, if you guys don't move politically first, if Joseph Boakai moves politically first, like he is on a move now to remove the speaker, do you think this will ever happen to hold Joseph Boakai accountable?
Very good question.
Joseph Boakai do not have the ability to move the speaker. In the first place, even Unity Party people can't vote against Fundraising. There are very few that think they can still move Fundraising, but they are living in their dreamland to think that way. Okay, let's take for example, you want to move Fundraising only need 25% to be way. You can't move in. And Fundraising get more than 40.
Wow.
Joseph Boakai not able to lobby with who Unity Party people. We saw it during President William, when Prim when they sold themselves to CDC just to become deputy speaker.
So,
no power you get to lobby. No power to lobby.
Yeah, Honorable.
Lobby. How you want to lobby with people? Then you indicting yourself. That indictment here to give lawmaker money on paper. That indictment.
Yeah.
Oh, but you don't know there's a big indictment.
But you think these two could go to the international community people then for them to know how Joseph Boakai is operating? Because those are the people that are going to be coming in the country to invest in their money to make sure that the country is safe, is corruption free. And if the president is involved in a day-like corruption, I mean, how do you think the investor will come in the country like this?
The investor will come. This country will be straight. The country will look in, it will be straight.
How?
Joseph Boakai. So you're taking 18 a day to do the business is small, right? The people that are geared up for nothing keeping for me. You think that's small thing? Because I don't want to bring it to my house. I reach a point where I don't even trust somebody. I don't want to bring it to my house before somebody take it from behind me.
Did you photocopy?
I got photocopy, but I need the original also. And I told for nothing when my people love. The 4 year myself will fight. Myself never fought that before.
So what do you think the Senate dragging their feet to not sign that paper, and for how long can they do this? Do you think the United States, the international community, and other people who are actually fighting to see war economic crown in Liberia, they will run out of patience?
They will not. This thing will happen very soon and very, very soon. No people that assurance the war. They just need assurance that Prince Johnson will not stay long in Liberia when the party pay.
So they're scared of Prince Johnson?
They are. But Prince Johnson can't do nothing. What Prince Johnson can really do to somebody? You think Prince Johnson want for a war again? All that thing are scared that day.
I don't think Prince Johnson is strong enough to do anything.
Prince Johnson is not strong, man. I'm fine. Lord, not get that strength there. You saw the man praying for Koung they feel again.
Yeah, so that confused me. The man said Koung can be anything, make him respect him, but I saw the man praying for Koung. What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
But I saw Koung, I saw your man Koung, worship.
Yeah? Let me tell you the phone. YouTube, I saw this something. Koga very now praying for him, but Koga father is faith.
Yeah, you understand the forcing to go there. I said, man, Koga. I said, but when I said this is Samuel Koga, the representative from Nimba. No, I told somebody that not him. When I was picking up, call me, Mike called me, says, yes, good at him. I said, well, why did I feel like that?
After Prince Johnson, you know, all of them don't trust one another. Koga not believe Prince Johnson not believe Koga. That's what happening.
Let's see.
Two people came do something in the deal. Who are taking the flow first?
Yeah.
So you see, you saw Koga fair, right? When you see Koga fair, damn it. Politics carry Koga like that one in you. Just because Koga won't be, that's what we're telling you today. I say, follow you, Lord. What you do that for? He said, my man, the man I want, Godfather, you are giving me blessing. I said, okay. Thank God for the blessing.
So the two of them are your father-in-law.
Like I say, you want you today, tomorrow morning, criticize you.
Yeah.
And the man of God, you go there to pray.
And the man said, Koga don't respect him. You're not going to endorse him.
Yeah, I want to recall him and say, yeah, I got to recall it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Honorable Kolubah, thank you so much. And I don't know if Monga anything else to tell you or Steve. Other than that, I will let you say thank you.
Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you something about Steve.
Okay.
Don't mind Steve pretending. They will soon appoint Steve.
Oh, what?
Yes. Oh, Steve, you don't know Steve, our Unity Party, man.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Steve, come on. The last time they wanted to appoint Steve, but you know what happened? They brought Steve me up. When they go do research, they put Steve and one person to the same position. You don't have like that, boy. You can appoint two people to one position.
Hold on. So, what about Monk?
Yeah, they didn't know me like that, so I don't think they'll give me an offer.
Anyway, Monk, you got 12.
Oh, we got 12 people, so how much left? 18.
Hold on.
Before I decided to leave the ruling party to go to be in the opposition, we were saying that Joseph Boakai and myself, somebody brought money to Joseph Boakai. And you know, people always thought that through all Joseph Boakai will be speaking. No one knew that from the day Joseph Boakai, they are not Joseph Boakai president, he let Joseph Boakai out of open. So they got brought some money to give to Joseph Boakai. I think it was around 40,000. So for the men to keep all the money into Sekou, the men go need 2,000 AAN. You know, Joseph Boakai always call about nephew. You don't got money for long, his nephew, you still get 2,000 nephew.
Well, how did he know? The Baba was sleeping. How did Baba know that he still got $2,000 left there?
You know how to talk and behave. When you really can put in the share, you can open the share small and be spying. Then when you really bring your whole head outside.
So the guy didn't ask him how did you know?
I don't know about it. Papa told he said, nephew, something stay in your hand, nephew. You know, I get told, you know, told that he not get that away. They tell you well after they can ask more that away.
Anyway, so Steve was on the list for some reason. He just didn't make it.
They made him make it. It's so lovely.
They were two on that position there.
So the position is somebody on the same position.
Yeah, on the same position. They say for the team, guy playing together, I mean, like, bro, they'll be leave will still find it, but they still find the top position. Maybe they'll force you to wear the guy Sanction Sulu, CEO of Row 4. position come from. Joseph Boakai,
maybe they'll make Steve the deputy CEO for Rufo.
Position that don't exist.
Creating position that doesn't exist.
Position for the board at that time. They will start putting sweeper off. The party one that need to be former president. That's the problem Joseph Boakai facing.
Honorable Kolubah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, like you said, there are a lot of things I wanted to ask you about. You said, you know, you're going to come back again. You got more information because there are a lot of sensitive information that we wanted to talk about. But, you know, sometimes it's good to, you know, to speak when you're ready to speak on or give you issue. So Mong and Steve, I see you guys, man. The Honorable is about to leave.
Oh, Honorable Yekeh, thank you. Thank you so much as always. We'll keep following. We'll keep following and we'll keep in touch. Thank you so much, Honorable Kolubah.
Mong, you too. Anything?
I'm like always, I keep saying that Yekeh, keep doing what you are doing. Nobody is going to open you from that house. I think you have won the house of the Liberian people when it comes to accountability, truth, and being a true advocate. You have shown it on countless occasions. So whether it's a Joseph Boakai, whether it's people from within his circle that got a sinister plan against you, it's not going to work. And I think from a security standpoint, you took the right measure by reaching out to our international partners and other people. And I know you're a security man, so I know you're watching on your shoulder as well, just to be on the safe side. But I will admonish you again to keep doing the Liberian people job, and over time you will be. I mean, it's not about being rewarded, but the fact that you can stand up, it means that you have more interest in the forward movement of Liberia than Joseph Boakai. I told Seguni on the show, I said the moment Joseph Boakai took picture with that old lady, they were sending a message to Yekeh. You know that woman that say, "Oh, Boakai, that baby." Why you think they would bring her to take picture of the president? No, it was not about her. It was about Yekeh Kolubah. So it means Joseph Boakai is not in it. He's not thinking about moving the country forward, because with war crimes code, with audit, with asset recovery, why would you want the kind of a drama to come and add to? You already struggling to form your own government. Why would you want to pick a fight with the House Speaker and people that opposes your idea? So you know what, Yekeh, that's my final word to you. Keep being strong, and the people will support you, because people can tell. I think even sedition themselves, they are testament to your advocacy, because they thought you were doing anything personally against Georgia, but it's not about Georgia, it's about Liberia. And once you keep pushing the Liberian people agenda forward, trust me, you will gather support from all corners, from all political spectrum. So that's my final appeal to you, and that's I'm saying in this public forum, I really admire what you are doing, and we'll be here with you, bro. We're standing. We'll keep saying.
Honorable Kolubah, your last word, sir. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
So simple. Let me say to you, I think you got some friendship with A.B. Kroma, right?
Yeah,
I want to say on the public platform that the embassy is aware that A.B. Kroma is moving with people wanting to kill me. And I took their photo in the full DA uniform behind A.B. Kroma. The embassy has it. I've written the embassy officially. When I say the embassy, I've written our partners officially. And they advised me to share the copy with the embassy. So the embassy is aware that A.B. Kroma only taking people from the street and putting them in uniform. They got the evidence, and A.B. Kroma cannot deny it. And I also share evidence with the people that they men were just behind me 2 weeks ago in a press conference. I shared the video with them. I put it on the stick. I shared the picture evidence with them. I shared the audio, the video evidence with them with a written communication. Acknowledge, informing them that the people want to get rid of me. And this is the evidence. When people were behind me, they wanted to use them. When I sacked them, in less than 1 week, they are in uniform. So I don't want A.B. Kroma to be surprised to know that his picture with this guy behind him, when he was having press conference, when the guy was wearing another 50, and when they came to the Capitol building, with the man directly behind him, the man is the special aide to A.B. Kroma right now as we speak.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So AB Kroma picture is with our partners, is with the embassy, with the man behind him, and the man picture behind me, the man video behind me in less than 1 week. He has been employed with DEA and fully attired in DEA uniform. So when I tell the people that these people want to kill me, they say, oh, why, you're just making all your own story. Is that my own story? Go and see for yourself. Say, could you just acknowledge that you talk to the police say, yes, the people were brought there, but they will not be kept there. Why bring them there?
Yeah, I talked to a few, two of the agencies. They confirmed to me that there were people, they acknowledged the presence of some of those people, and they say, but they're not going to, the jurymen and they just brought them, but we haven't started the full employment yet. But I don't know what I mean. But I mean, hopefully they will listen, and I don't think it's the right thing to do. You can't put uniform on people without going through the proper training or the vetting proper.
The same thing will complain about those we are for. The same thing will complain for. So why actually talk? The same thing will complain for what we see here today. They say too soon to talk. What is soon to talk? Because of my talking, you take people that you pay to kill me and sack them. Then you put them in uniform in less than 1 week. Zebu, when Joseph Boakai meets me, he would never try it again. He left. If he meets me, I will get him. I'll send him my statement. If it is a threat, yes, it is a threat. That's the voice of Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah. If he meets me, I will get him. Because it is because of Joseph Boakai they are doing it. It is Joseph Boakai that want to get rid of me. If he meets me, I will get him. That is my voice. My name is Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah. Sorry, I'm not on the video. And I will say in my press conference next week and tell the people, if Joseph Boakai meets me, I will get him. It's too much. Thank you. It was good being on the show.
All right, thank you so much. Monk, the last time I checked, let me double check.
Yeah, give my update, please, so I know, because I'm about to remind what people again.
Yeah, we're about to leave now.
Today,
yeah.
2, 3, 4. This is scary stuff. This is some scary stuff. That country is on a, and people keep saying that people that are on the ground, I can really pay attention to this. They say, no, we are not satisfied with things that we see in this country. That something can, I mean, people are not just show off with the security situation, because the question you ask yourself, why would you want to?
We got 14.
14. All right. We're not there yet.
Yeah, but I don't know how long it's going to take us to get there. Because
we got to be there. When we're raising funds, we'll go at least extra 30 minutes. We got to reach our target today, though. That's how we do it. We say 20 for 30, 14. We halfway there. People, we were almost 900 on the platform today. Our people can do that. I mean, like, it just let's do it, folks. Please make a contribution to SKTV. That's it. That's the nature of this show business.
So while we do that, I want to dive into the last statement made by Honorable Yekeh Y Kolubah, saying that he has the picture of those people and the picture of AB Kroma sent to the U.S. Embassy and other international partners. It is alarming. It's alarming. But again, like I said, we heard this information last week, actually. And we talked about it here yesterday, right? And what we did, we called few of the people, because we learned about almost 3 or 4 different agencies. You can just call one. We heard about the DEA, the immigration, the police. And they are saying that those people were sent there. They were recruited by the president's son and some other people, sending them to different agencies and telling the people, then the head of those agencies, just take them. They're my interest. They're my interest? That's how you recruit security officers? 2 of the 4 agencies that I heard, the other people didn't respond to my calls. I even texted them. They never responded. 2 of them returned my call and I talked to them. They didn't accept that they are having two people in to kill Yekeh or to kill anybody, but they accepted the fact that they have people on the brought to them. And saying that they haven't gone through any proper hiring process, but they are working with them. I don't know how you do that. And that will render the entire agency discredited. Nobody going to respect them. Nobody going to trust them. Because we have been informed by some people too. We even argue with them, accusing some of the agencies with financial improprieties. And we argue to provide evidence. We argue with them to show us some proof. We have gotten some, I mean, we are waiting for a full proof. Do you know that all the agencies and ministries are in competition as to how much they can get at this point before Boakai leaves power? The ministries and agencies are fighting what they can get. All the things their ministry, their agencies are being, they are underfunded, and they want more money. But I think there are fears, including whether or not and how long Boakai are going to stay in power, whether or not Jeremiah Koung will allow those people to stay there. I listened to the director for the National Disaster Agency yesterday, Ansu Dole, talking about how they are using money, their own money from their pocket to move around. When disaster happens, they are not equipped enough to even go there. He even said that when some of the fire thing that happen, some of the disaster that when it happen, they can just go, they can just be standing there just for the sake of being there. He said that the president in front of in the press conference, he said at the Ministry of Information, he said sometimes when the disasters happen, we will go there, we can just be there for the sake of being there. We have nothing to work with. We have no money. So they're all now fighting, sending in requests for money. So as a result, the president's son and some other guys, the J. Kabakoli and other guys then around the president, who are making decisions for the president, are the ones that sending their own people there, their own boys that they can grab from the street, send them to any agency, including the police, the immigration, EPS, telling them, recruit them. That's my interest. Isn't that scary, Monk and Steve?
Oh, and more than scary. You remember when I perused over the budget, I told you guys, I said, these guys, they are career criminals. If you go over the budget, they put more money to places that they will get kickbacks from. So when Yekeh yesterday that he saw AB Kroma in Dixon Civil office, That's just exactly what I was saying yesterday. Dixon Sibo is now the chair on the Ways and Means Committee. And A.B. Kurma was just on the platform complaining about not having the funds to run his agency. So why do you think he will be in Dixon Sibo office? No, Dixon Sibo is about to become the next billionaire by Liberian standard, just like the Maya Nuquez of the world, the Thomas Fowler, even the Jeremiah Koung. You know, people say, oh, these guys were doing business. Like, come on, what kind of business? What the profit margin for business in that, bro, with such an economy? All these guys over there, they got rich from that same budget because now people need to go to the office to go and push their own agenda for their administrators or for their agency to get more money, and you end up bribing these guys. But you look at compensation and put 297 million. Goods and services, 90 million. Grants, 101 million. And in the debt service, you give 129 million. But for something that is as important as agriculture, you give 5 million. You telling me now the reason they put money in the DEA and the NSA because from Madam Sally, I tell you everything that CDC did, they copied from Unity Party government. That is why it was the biggest mistake to replace Joseph Boakai with Unity Party again. But people never got it, the clue, they never got the logic in it. Now, you telling me that the NSA or the DEA will be having more money than agriculture? It does not make sense to you that you put out of 692 million. You only get agriculture 5 million, but yet the security apparatus getting 12, 13 million because those money will be available for them to come and take. That's why they pull it there. You don't go and audit those two agencies. That's what they've been doing. They take money and put it in area that will get kickbacks. So when they talk about, oh, the president called his budget, yeah, oh, you got to be a special kind of idiot to believe that Joseph Boakai will call his office budget. They only make it to seem that why you see Dillon and the other propaganda were rushing. Oh, they call the president budget, they call the speaker budget. Like, come on, man, you think we're stupid here? Look at the budget. Go to the budget. The budget is the president's vision in financial terms. It tells you exactly his vision, what he intends to do. Why would they put huge amount of money in those areas? Because they're going to get it back. It was just to fool you, the common person, that they are trying to cut down costs. No, they're not cutting down costs because nothing going to improve. The people look at their entire capital investment program, only put 51 million. Are you telling me we will spend 3 times more money on paying interest on the debt rather than investing in the country, whether it's about electricity, whether it's about internet connectivity, whether it's about road? Who does that anywhere on the planet? Only in Liberia can happen. So to the people who voted for this government, that's what they wanted and that's what they got.
Mount, you got 17 people now.
Okay, 17. Yeah, we're making progress. We 13 more. We gotta hit 30, man. We're almost like close to 1,000 people here today, man. 30 people is nothing, man. Come on, let's do this. Yeah, Sekou. I'm still you got nothing to say. You've been so quiet today. I'm like you're shocked that you can't believe what coming from the honorable lawmaker. You never expected this, right?
No, I mean I'm following, but you know, I think sometimes we say some of these things, we predict some of these things, and how people take it for joke, how people take it for fun. When they start to see the realization of some of these things, sometimes you just sit and you want to just wonder and just be like, how long will you act on the information you have? Truly speaking, when informations are provided, they're meant for people to act.
Yeah, but to do nothing.
Yeah, they're not people to sit and jump.
And Steve, I wanted to ask you on the factor with Joseph Boakai's son, his name being ringing too much and it's too soon. If he want to be the next Jockey Taylor, is he really concerned about his own future?
Well, I think Mr. Kane, before the information of Joseph Boakai's son started coming, one of the person that flagged it was Yekeh Y Kolubah. But we on SK TV we flagged him also as being carefully watched, his movements and so forth. But I think what's interesting is with him, I think he's living in the moment. The way you are thinking about his future as a young man, you are maybe thinking about the legacy of his father. He's not thinking about that. The same way how Chucky Taylor was not thinking about his future, his legacy, or the name of the father. So, you know, most time you will have the men or the young men in the family because they are the ones that will carry on the name of the father, right? because the women will get married, they could take on the husband's name. So he's in an important position, an important role for the legacy of his father. But here he is abusing power and carrying himself around, whether it's he or the Jacob Akoli or whatever it is. This is to tell you, Mr. Cunningham, this is a total mess we're in. And before he comes to his senses, I hope it's not too late for him. I hope he will come to his senses as soon as possible, because sanity needs to be restored. He needs to understand some things. But again, these guys are living in a moment. There is nothing you can say to them now for them to catch themselves and behave. No, there is nothing.
Steve, the point you just made is becoming a trend. People will want to attribute it to Chucky Taylor, but it extended beyond Chucky Taylor. People complain the same thing about Madam Salif with Robert Salif, that he was becoming almost like an oligarch, making critical decisions. Yep. And even when we can say that we had a child in the government or a son in the government, but people were making the same thing with the Jefferson Koji, right? That he was doing things he knew were associated with all kind of stuff going on in the country. The same thing we see happening with Joseph Boakai and his son. The question is, my thing here is, at this stage, is Joseph Boakai aware of all these things happening, or the son is acting on his own tenure? Like, it's not in collaboration with the president, or it's just that because he's the son of the president? Because if you build this culture that whenever a president comes into office, the son automatically become an oligarch or a dictator, then you can see the trend. But the question is, people ask themselves, okay, in as much as we want to believe that Joseph Boakai is vindictive, nobody attributed more time and their resources to Joseph Boakai election bid than Yekeh Kolubah. So I will not really want to believe that even though there is a rift between Yekeh Kolubah and Joseph Boakai, Joseph Boakai want to go to this left, but the son could be the instigator here rather than Joseph Boakai. The question is Joseph Boakai fully aware of things happening? Because like what Yekeh say, Yekeh is not saying this thing, he's not just talking because he wants to talk. We talk, Sekou in medicine comment. Even the Jeremiah Koung should be looking over his shoulder, because people that are on ground are monitoring situation, they are sensing the same sentiment as well. They are saying Yekeh, the Jeremiah Koung of the world, and even now, to some extent, you can say Fanatic Kofa. So the question is, we are not going to push it on the carpet, but is Joseph Boakai aware of anything that is happening in terms of the security nature when I compare these three individuals I just mentioned? Is he fully aware? That's what I will be looking for. Maybe he can make a statement on that, but he's not there for saying anything. So and there's a security thing.
Mom, let me say this part.
Steve, let me take few. I mean, when you're done, let me take few calls from our American audience as well, just so we can get a feedback from the listening audience. But go ahead.
Yeah, but to be honest with you and the rest of the people listening and watching us, we left from one not speaking president to even a worse one. I will not expect Joseph Boakai to speak on anything or everything. We told you before, behavior does not change. It only subsides or it gets worse. The notion that Joseph Boakai will speak on these things or he's not aware of it. No, Joseph Boakai is aware. He follows. Joseph Boakai follows. In fact, he's very sensitive. He's a sensitive old man. He doesn't like his name to be in public, especially for negative things or whatever it is. It bothers him. It bothers him. From what we are told from reliable and close sources, around him. He speaks about these things behind closed door. The expectation that he was speaking public to maybe clear the air, soften some issues. No, that's not who he is. He's not going to do that. How many times did Joseph Boakai speak on critical issues? One of the reasons I said personally, and I openly challenged the cities, the Unity Party people, that I could have never supported Joseph Boakai for the presidency, is the fact that Joseph Boakai has no track record of speaking against any ill or any wrong. He has no track record. Even when he served in government, he has no track. That's not who he is. In fact, if push comes to shove, he will make excuses to not say what is right or do what is right. So I don't expect that from him. Moreover, this is an opportunity for Joseph Boakai and his family to flex their muscles. So what do I expect? And Joseph Boakai is vindictive. He is vindictive. The results have shown from different. Even when Edwin Snow revealed Joseph Boakai text message, a hateful message to one of his friends, on a son or whatever it is, thing that happened between he and friend from dating from back then.
Oh yeah, no monk. One monkey cannot stop the show, right?
Exactly. So this is not the kind of look. Let me tell you something. These are not the kind of people that you want to mess around with, whatever. So the road that Yekeh is on, the venture that Yekeh is on, in as much as it's dangerous, Joseph Boakai will do everything he can to get to Yekeh. Whether that through his son, whether that through surrogates, whether other things. My only point is I'm disappointed in A.B. Krumah. Let me say on the show, I'm disappointed in him. He knows better. He knows what is right. The DEA should not be formed for allegedly going after people or whatever it is. No. A.B. Krumah, this is what he's lived for. Please don't get me wrong. He's done some good job. He is doing a good job. But to be even caught in the midst of this foolishness shouldn't even be the case. He shouldn't allow people to impose people on him.
Yeah, on him. Yeah.
Look, this is a trained professional man that this is one of Liberia's best. I would really hope he would think about this and make some changes and reconciliation and stand up for what is right. He cannot just be allowed to be a pushover. This is his area. This is what he knows how to do best. And he must do it for the Liberian people. Personally, from a professional standpoint, I trust A.B. Krumah's judgment in terms of security and other things. He's a professional. You know, he has what it takes to lead any security apparatus in that country. But my only thing is he needs to stand up so that his work, what he plans to do, his mission, is not interfere by political shenanigans and funny people and funny things. And I think he has what it takes, though. He has the willpower to do that. So I really encourage A.B. Krumah to not allow his area to be caught up with these unprofessional, funny, reckless people to come and kind of derail him from all the mission that he's on to restore some sanity, to, you know, do what is right. I know he has in his heart to do what is right. And I know he can because he's a professional. He has the track record. He has the experience. He has the willpower. The only thing he needs to stand up to these political shenanigans. They might not use the DEA for funny thing or to get funny people in it. Nah, that's just my only recommendation to A.B. Krumah.
Well, so what's the update? I left my financial record. I left my financial statement.
You need them, Mr. Kane?
I'm sorry, you get 21 from 17 to 21. So
yeah, we got 9 more.
Yeah, we made some progress.
Yeah,
I think we can extend it to tomorrow. I don't know if you still want us to be here because.
Yeah, we can extend it to tomorrow. I mean, maybe they follow.
Yeah, we just don't want to be here forever.
Yep.
And people who really wanted to donate, they have done it, and we don't want to
push them to whatever.
Push people, you know.
No, but this is what I'm going to do. The remaining 9, adding it to the next Friday figure. So if we need 20, for the next Friday, it'll be 29.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, but folks, I think it will be on tomorrow for sure, though.
Yeah, we want to acknowledge those of you who donated to SKTV, and those of you who always share our show and always here with us. Rain or shine, we're always here. So we really, really appreciate you guys and your commitment to support SKTV. We really, really appreciate it. We can't thank you enough. Monk, I think, we got to leave it there for today.
For the day. That's it. It was a nice show. We'll do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow's the weekend, Steve. So you know what? You know what's up when it's weekend on SKTV, we'll go all around the world, right?
Yeah, thanks to Yekeh Y Kolubah for being our guest today. Thanks to him for the time. Yeah, but Mr. Kane, thank you.
I forgot tomorrow we're gonna have Honorable Safilijo.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're gonna be here tomorrow. Maybe we're gonna be here for an hour because we don't know the energy level, how long he wants to stay. But if he decides to take the whole 2 hours, no problem. But we'll be here.
Okay, Mr. Kane, thank you. I gotta run.
All right, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. We really, really appreciate all of you. Those of you who are fasting, Ramadan Kareem to all of you. May God accept our fast and prayer. May Allah give us the strength to fast for the rest of the month. We are not there yet. We're getting there small. We already get 1 pillow. It's 3, right? We already get 1 out. So maybe by in the next 2 weeks, we'll be very close to finishing. But yes, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. And yes. Yes, the thing. Let me tell you this, Felicia. Before we go, the good thing about Safelo Joe, we did not call Safelo Joe. We did not reach out to invite him. He invited himself, and other people been reaching out to us. You know, SKTV of late, people been reaching out. People would really want to come on SKTV. You know, the people know the platforms that are authentic. They know the platforms that are real. They know the platform that got the real people, the real human being there. They know it. And then, because, you know, people can have conversation among themselves, right? After all these shows, people talk to each other. Oh, did you listen to SKTV today? Oh, did you listen? That's how, you know, when we started using the SKTV LRB, it had about 4,000 and change followers. Now it has a 14,000 plus, 40,800, 900 followers. And counting by the day, by the minutes. So we have even decided, even if we start to use the SKTV original back, we'll still use both. Because this particular platform has gained a lot of traction. We have told people, platform is not just the equipment, platform is not just the page you're going to create. Platform is people. If you close this one down today, we go somewhere else, it will take time for the same people that have been following up for them to discover that platform. That's why we can always be telling all of you to share the show. Some of you that have been following you, they will follow us because of you. Every time you share our platform, we gain more followers. Your friends, their friends, you know, they will be following. And that's how the platform can grow. So now it also comes with, you know, with credibility and integrity. If you can just be there lying or just sugarcoating or just doing everything lying just to get power or for the money, then people will not trust you. People will come there for gossip and they will go away. But for good people, older people, intelligent, smart, experienced people to be gravitating towards the platform, it means that we are doing what is right. Some of the older than are here, you think they got nothing to do? But they glue to their phones, to YouTube, to their TV, every time SKTV comes on, because of trust, respect, and integrity. And we'll not do anything to jeopardize that. We'll keep it. I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV and for doing what you're doing. So I want you guys to try to subscribe. Those of you who can subscribe, please do so. Some people have been doing it actually without we announcing it, because when you come on the show, it automatically show you the subscription button. Please do so. Facebook actually, we need a certain amount of people to subscribe before the 8th of next month. So the subscription is just $4.99. It's not just the money, but the number matter. You know, Facebook wants us to achieve certain number. Let's see how many people can get to subscribe to this platform between now till the 8th of April. Subscription is easy. It's $4.99. They had the $4.99, they had the $7.99, they had $9.99. We choose the lowest one because we just want to make it easier for people. We want more people to subscribe to the platform. And those of you who kind of used to watching on YouTube, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well if you want to. That one is free. But the Facebook one, that one is $4.99 monthly. Thank you so much. We love you and we'll be here tomorrow. We appreciate your time. You are the best. And again, I will go back to those who have donated to SKTV. Thank you so much. Every Friday, what you do for us, some people do every Friday, some people do every other Friday, some people do once a month. It doesn't matter. Whatever you get, we appreciate it. $5, $10, $20, $100, even more. Whatever you give us, we accept it with happiness and graciousness. We are very grateful to you guys for supporting our platform.